got to just mention one thing real quick before the show ends. I saw a picture of a guy on the internet yesterday. It was the greatest thing I ever saw. He shaved his facial hair into the Batman logo, and it's crazy. And if Ronnie would do this, I would think it would be the greatest thing, because he's got that crazy facial hair, too, but his facial hair is just this big bush.
Right, it's not anything special.
I think it's kind of sexy. You look like some gigolo from the 80s.
I put shit on my face. That's it. Ready for tomorrow. Hey, go and fuck yourself. Don't even start with me already. Alright? Stupid motherfucker. It matches your head now. Dark brown.
Thinking of backing out?
Too late now. This fucking guy makes me dye my shit and everything here.
Alright, I'll ask him.
Yeah. We'll start the
It looks good.
Get out of here.
Oh, hey, I got to interrupt whatever dumb stuff we're talking about, because something big is happening right now.
What's that?
Ronnie the Limo Driver's been in with the hair cutting guy, Mike the Barber.
Uh-oh.
And I saw his mustache this morning. He had dyed it dark brown. And Ronnie now has the Batman logo. He should have the Batman logo on his face.
They've been working on it right now.
Wow. Look how good that looks.
Oh, no. Oh, that's funny. You should
jealous.
keep that forever, Ronnie.
Ronnie, it's much better than your normal mustache. Holy mackerel. You're a genius, sir.
Thank you.
You're Mike the Barber,
That's
right?
great.
That's Mike the Barber.
Mike, talk into that microphone.
Thank you.
Mike the Barber, tell me about this. First let me look at Ronnie.
Yeah, let's take that in.
Shit I do for you, man.
Look at that.
That is funny.
Have you ever done a Batman logo before?
I've done a few Batman logos, but never on a mustache.
Mostly on the back of the head?
Yeah.
And mostly
Oh.
African-American people get stuff shaved in their head, right?
No. I get all kinds.
Yeah, because white people don't have the good hair for shaving stuff into the back of their head.
But white people have been doing it lately.
Have
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Getting a lot of white customers down
Yeah.
there? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. And how long will his mustache stay like that? Probably like a week or so, right?
Yeah, about a week.
How fucking...
Solid.
Wow.
Wow, Ronnie's got the Batman logo on his face.
That is great.
Can I say something? You look 50 fucking times better with the Batman logo than that other
Than your
shitty...
regular crap. Yeah.
Did you see his shitty mustache that he had?
I wouldn't call it shitty, but I think this is better for him.
Me too. It gives him like more face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the color. It's stupid.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know it's the Batman logo otherwise.
Oh, I can't wait for him to go out on the street.
I went out on the street this morning like this, before it was done.
People were staring at him just because his beard and his mustache was so like dark.
Almost black.
This looks cool.
And you wanted me to do this is dark brown. You imagine if I did black?
It's about
No,
the
this
same.
is great. This is
Yeah.
perfect.
Look at that, man. That is fucking beautiful, dude.
Don't you love it, Ronnie?
How
I haven't seen it.
Oh, they didn't let you see it?
They didn't let me see it.
Here, put it up on the TV. Look at that. I'll ask you all about how you get that done. And look at that. Fucking cool. That's the Batman logo. You like it, Ron?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
You,
it
you
is.
look better.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Your other mustache takes up too much real estate on your face.
I don't know what that thing was.
What do you think of it, Fred?
I think it's terrific. I think you should go with the black.
Now, he likes it brown, but it's
Yeah,
about the
but-
same.
Yeah, but
You got to make a statement. It's good.
I don't know. It's, one side looks thinner than the
What?
other.
Ronnie, no.
That's a good shape for his face.
No,
The
you're
other- this side.
staring at it the wrong way. Let me see. Look at me dead on. No. It's even.
Is it?
This fucking man
Yeah.
knows what he's doing.
You're uneven.
All right.
What'd you use, a stencil, or you do it freehand?
Freehand.
He did it
Wow.
freehand.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Ronnie's a superhero. You think one side's thicker than the other?
Well, at one side he has more hair on it.
I
Like,
see.
it's more porous. He has more hairs growing out of one.
Oh,
than the
it's
other.
Ronnie's fault.
Yeah, okay.
I'm half a wolf.
Of course it's my fault, Robin. It's always my fault, according to
I
you.
bring some spray when
You
fill
can spray it in? Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
spray that area in, man. So, anyway, this is Mike the Barber. He gave Ronnie the Batman logo right on his
I
face.
love it. I love it.
Mike, where's your shop?
The Bronx.
In the Bronx.
Yeah.
You say you charge $40 for designs on the head, $20 for facial hair. That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. it's pretty
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, that's nice. So if Ronnie wants to maintain this, it would cost him about $20 a week?
But yeah, just about.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Ronnie, you're a walking piece of art.
Yeah.
Wow. Mike says tribal designs are most popular. You once had a request to put a swastika on a guy's head, but you refused to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
right.
I was a little off.
Because what are you, like a black guy?
Nah, Dominican.
You're Dominican.
Yeah.
For a Dominican guy to do the swastika, it's almost like you're supporting a guy who wants to annihilate you.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you mean? You're not black, you're Dominican?
Dominican, yeah. Well,
What does that mean?
Well, I'm from the Caribbean.
Yeah,
Dominican-
right.
Dominican
But you're
Republic.
black, right?
He doesn't look
Oh, my
black. What are you talking
What'd you
about?
say?
He doesn't look black.
Well, he's a black guy.
Everybody who's not white looks black to Howard.
He looks he like a Spanish
The
dude.
Spanish
Right,
guy.
he looks Hispanic.
Yeah,
right.
but I would think people would think you're African American.
No,
I don't think so.
not at all.
Fuck yeah.
African Caribbean.
Hell no.
Everybody.
No.
What?
He doesn't.
I didn't
no.
think that when he walked in.
I
Not at
did.
all.
I said this dude's African American.
I
No.
was like, he's Hispanic. And then you listen to him, of course he's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
a
but you're a
Hispanic
black
accent.
Spanish guy.
Yeah, you can,
Right.
you can say that.
Oh,
Your
he's-
father's
no,
black
he's
Spanish.
not.
He's very light, Howard.
He's light skinned
and his
black
hair
man.
is straight.
Yeah.
Talking about, dude.
Anyway,
Why you
Whatever
insult
you
my
are.
barber for?
Howard is just terrible.
He's
What-
next. I'm
no,
no,
I'm saying-
Batman back here on you.
whatever you are, I'm saying it wouldn't go with the Nazi kind of
No,
thing, you know.
What does go with the Nazi kind of thing? Who do you ask for that?
You got to get like a super white, like Swedish dude to carve that in your head. Let's see. Mike once spent 3.5 hours working on one graffiti design for a person's head. What the hell did they have on their head?
Well, he wanted his name. He was a little kid from Long Island, so he wanted his name. He wanted a tank.
What's a tank?
Yeah, he was like
Like an army tank?
Yeah, like a military tank.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Where does he work?
He doesn't work. He was 10 years old.
Isn't that weird?
His
Because
parents work.
isn't that going to grow back in a week? I mean, for 3.5 hours to sit there, you know?
It's what he wanted. It was his birthday.
Right. Wow.
These
man.
parents are too indulgent.
They are. The most requested thing to have carved in your head and your hair is, Robin, take a guess.
To most, what?
The most requested.
to have carved in your head is the Nike swoosh.
Lightning bolt?
New York Yankees logo.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Of course we're
Well,
in New
he
York.
works right near Yankee Stadium,
Right,
right?
he's
Right.
in the Bronx, right.
Mike's 35 years old. He's dating.
Well,
Who
you
are you
look
dating?
young for your age.
Dated my girlfriend, Nancy.
Oh, Nancy?
Yeah.
She a Hollywood actress or something that we might know?
No.
Could you carve the first chapter of my book, Private Parts, into my head? I would like that.
The whole first chapter?
Yeah, people just want to just read it.
Just read the back of your head.
Yeah. And what about Nancy? Is she black or Dominican?
We're not Romanian.
Romanian.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
See, Howard, just, what difference does it make?
I don't know, but hey,
You
beautiful.
gotta keep the thing going about racial tags.
Mike the Barber, you are one talented dude. Look
you,
at that
thank you.
thing, man. Freehand, he did that. The Batman logo. Now my security guard is he's like Batman.
He's he's putting out
Yeah, I'm
the
a
Batman
superhero.
signal.
Yeah, he's a superhero. Wow.
I think you ought to keep this, Ronnie, really.
I do too. I think it's much nicer than his other mustache. Because his other mustache is too big, right?
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah. Now he's got like a nice
Like he was
grooming.
growing a hedge on his face.
Yeah. And Ronnie's really embracing this whole Batman thing. This morning, he picked me up in the Batmobile.
Yeah.
That would be cool if you now started driving a Batmobile.
Yeah. I was going to be really mean, and I was going to, when we told Ronnie we were going to do the Batman logo, I was just going to have you like shave a cock and balls right into his face, and then when he looked at it, he'd be cock and balls.
A cock going into his mouth.
He had enough hair for cock and balls and pubes.
Yeah, you can put the balls right here.
Nice.
Can you imagine? He looks in the mirror and he's like a cock and balls. I didn't have the heart to do that to him, though.
No, you wait for the tattoo when you do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if she's turned on by it as Lisa G, because she's like so into
She
Ron.
wanted to
in
kiss
love
me
with
before I did it.
She what?
She wanted to kiss me. Good luck before I did it.
Wow, she's just thinking
She's
of it.
in love with you now.
She wanted to just start like kissing you again?
She wanted to give me a good luck kiss.
What do you make of all that?
I don't know, man.
Wow.
She's in love.
In love. You know, over the weekend, she went out and bought a Yosemite Sam blow-up doll?
No.
Pretend that she's with Ronnie? I say. Wow. Yeah, Lisa G spent the weekend pulling mustache hairs out of her throat. And she had like, she couldn't get the smell of Mambo off her for like 2 days.
That's good.
Yeah, she's so into
It's a
Ronnie.
good thing.
She's already writing her next book, Sex Lies and Ronnie's Cock.
Yeah, I got a copy of her book, and all I could think was, wow, she was making out with Ronnie.
Yeah, that's all you can think about. Ronnie and I were in Vegas together. Ronnie got he got all fucked up in Vegas. What was wrong with you? Like you were having
My sinuses, man.
Listen to 'em.
They almost exploded.
Yeah, it's so dry in Vegas. It was 106 degrees. You put your foot down like by the pool, and it was like burnt
was
hamburger.
horrible.
Like you couldn't put your foot down on the
You
pavement.
couldn't have bare feet.
You couldn't breathe.
And when we left, it was 111 degrees.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
It's crazy, and it's so hot. Like, my wife and I got to go to dinner the first night, and we were going to sit outside because I love the heat.
Yeah, you lasted about 30 seconds
30
outside.
seconds, I couldn't breathe.
You don't love the heat that much.
Not that
It was
much.
horrible.
Oh, my God. And then it dawned on me, we're in a desert. You're not supposed to be in a desert. No man lives in a desert.
That's right. You're supposed to stay undercover. Why do you think the Arabs run around like that?
There's a lot of men living in that desert.
I'll tell you what, I was like, there's no water in the desert. I don't even know how to get water in there.
You know what? That's what you should have done. You should have been in one of those white things with a band around your head.
Well, you want to
so
know
you
something?
could stay at the pool.
I'm telling you, you got to be so careful in the sun. I was so covered up. I was like freaking out. I went out to the pool. We had, when we first got there, the day we traveled, I ran out to the pool.
The only day of free time.
The only day of free time, and I went out there and like you know who was there? Dina Myers. Remember her from Starship Trooper?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had her on the show years ago. She was out there in a bikini. It was fun to look at her, and she was with her husband and stuff. And I was there, and I just ran like a bitch right into this little tented area because I didn't want to get any sun on me, man. It's so fucking hot.
It's intense, right?
Yeah. You get cancer within 5 minutes out there.
It was brutal.
How do people live in 111 degrees?
And Ronnie said he had blood coming out of. Didn't you have blood coming out of your
No,
nose?
Joe was coughing up blood.
Oh my God! Because it's so dry.
Dry, yeah. They call it Vegas throat.
Well, my nose was like so dry that like you feel like you have boogers in there, and then you blow them, and nothing comes out.
Yeah, it's like
It's
cement.
dust.
It's like dust.
Cement.
Cement.
It's like cement.
Well, they do have dust storms and stuff out there.
It was fun.
And then you drink so much water, you get up like 7 times a night to pee.
Right.
Bad part.
Although Ronnie told me a lot of it was just squirting. It wasn't pee.
Exactly.
It wasn't urine.
I got thirsty and I squirted on myself.
He would have had a drink, a nice drink.
I need a drink.
I was squirting.
Yeah.
This is squirting. This is not pee.
That's right. It's not.
Mike the Barber,
This
Ronnie
is
says
free
that
cum.
you
Does your girlfriend squirt, man?
What?
I can make her.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she does.
She does?
See? No,
You think it's pee?
that's not pee, right? Tell him.
Nah, I don't think it's pee.
Right. All right.
Do
Well,
you take a nice drink?
Take a nice drink, man. He does. Look at him.
How you get the
He's all
mustache?
happy.
Well, anyway, Ronnie, you look great with your Batman. What do you think of it, Will? Isn't it nice? Ronnie's
Fantastic.
Batman. It's fantastic, right?
Right.
What do you think of it?
He almost looks less of an asshole than normal.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, you're such a nice guy, Will.
He looks good. Well, Ronnie's got the Batman logo, and I got to admit, I'm a little jealous. Look at that.
Well, you could do it.
Nah, I don't have enough hair like you.
Well, grow
You don't
it.
have all that?
I don't have. It's not thick like yours.
We got some spray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, chromosome spray.
And maybe I'll have you spray the Batman
Larry
logo.
King
We could do
spray.
that.
I like it on my face.
Yeah, exactly.
Larry King used
spray.
it on his fucking head.
Right.
Chromosome spray.
Well,
Chromosome.
anyway, congratulations to Ronnie.
chromatone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mike the Barber, thank you. Give the address of your place. People can go get the Batman logo.
Oh, so
on there.
it's 1139 Teller Avenue in the Bronx.
Teller Avenue?
Teller, yes.
What's the name of the joint, man?
Sharp Styles.
There you go.
Chop style?
Sharp Style.
Sharp.
style.
Yeah.
All right. You give a regular haircut there, too?
Yeah, regular haircuts, we do everything.
What do you think I
Shaves.
should do with my hair? You like it, or you think I should cut it?
No, I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
With that long hair like Samson?
Yeah, it's just pretty short. You had it longer before, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good cut right there.
You think I should get like one of them short haircuts, like what you got?
Nah,
No.
not for you.
Okay.
You come in for a hot shave, we do that.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking
The
love
lather and
The
all
lather,
that.
yeah, hot lather.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
All right. Good meeting you.
Thank you.
Ronnie, congrats.
Thanks, man.
Look at fucking Ronnie. You got to get
Ronnie, now I want to see you all the time.
Are you going to put a picture of him on howardstern.com? On the new and improved howardstern.com?
I also got the video of the
Dyeing
process.
it? Good.
The dyeing and everything.
I'll put that on Howard
Stephanie
TV.
shot it last night while we were doing it in the bathroom.
Tell Stephanie to give the video to Howard TV.
I gave it to him already.
Oh, good. Okay.
Already
we'll
gave
put
him the
that
camera.
on. Big Howard TV
right.
special, the making of the Batman logo on Ronnie's face.
Maintain that, Ronnie.
Ronnie's a stud. For those of you who weren't with us at 6 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
Ronnie got shaved the Batman logo into his mustache, and it's fantastic. What's the reaction been out there, Ronnie? Real quick update. Wow, it looks 10 times better. I love the Batman logo. What's going on with it? Is anybody saying anything?
Yeah, everybody was saying it.
Do they like it?
Yeah, they say it looks. First of all, they say it looks neat,
Yes, that's it. I feel your old mustache used to drag you down.
and Seth Rogen's guys got a big kick out of it.
They loved it, right?
Yeah, they thought it was cool.
I was. He must have
People
freaked
around
out.
the building.
Because he was high. Did he realize what it was?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to tell him it's the Batman logo?
no,
or
he's.
Did she walk up and she goes, "Oh man, that's the Batman logo"?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
You know.
What do you mean a little
His
bit?
guys noticed it more than he did.
Like they go, "Whoa, that's the Batman logo."
Yeah, they noticed it.
He thought it was cool, right?
Yeah, he thought it was cool.
Yeah.
He goes,
Ronnie's the coolest.
He goes, that's what goes on around here. I go, yep, that's what goes on around here.
Tell him it was almost dick and balls.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
All right.
I don't think so.
Dude, I think you have a cold.
No, man, it's my sinuses. I feel fine.
He got all fucked up in Las Vegas.
You guys can't take changes in environment.
Well, you know, it's dry as can be.
It was horrible.
You're supposed to
I
drink
go to
a
Vegas
ton
all
of
the time.
water. But it wasn't in the summer.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
summer,
I've
it's
been there
brutal.
when it's. I've been there when it was 118.
My
It
lips,
didn't do this or did?
It didn't.
my lips were so dry this time. They had to keep putting like
Chapstick and
chapstick on me. And
Yeah.
I was drinking so much water, I got up and pissed like 50 times a
During the night. Yeah, during the night, too.
Yeah, pee, not squirting.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Pee.
Pee,
Pee.
pee,
Pee.
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 Right,
Yeah, pee. Not squirting.
right.
Squirting's different.
But anyway.
You don't want a nice drink of the pee.
Yeah.
So Seth Rogen's guys thought that was cool, huh?
Yeah, they thought it was cool.
Yeah. All right, man.
Wendy Williams' husband thought it was cool.
He loved it.
Because he was looking at the thing outside, the stand-up of me,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and he goes, that's you. I go, yeah. And he goes, I like this better.
Yeah, it looks good.
Everybody likes it, Ronnie.
I'll bet your girlfriend likes it.
No, I don't know.
Look at that. It's the Batman logo.
know,
It's the
but-
coolest fucking thing.
Fred thinks it's cool.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's much better. Jesus, that's crazy. You think you're going to maintain it, or
I don't know. I might
You
go
ought
home
to.
and cut the whole thing off tonight.
No,
No!
no, you don't.
No, you don't.
What are you crazy?
No, you don't. Listen to you.
You got to shave off the Batman logo after we
Are
get.
you kidding?
At least
All right,
keep it for a couple of
All
days.
right, I'll keep.
Better off shaving your head.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh, please.
Don't
shave
do
it.
that, Ronnie.
All right.
Why, you feel self-conscious?
Yeah, I feel weird.
Well,
it's-
get
first of all-
used to it.
No,
Why would you feel weird? You got the Batman logo on your
I don't
face.
care about the Batman logo. I just feel weird because it's so dark.
Dark, yeah.
You know.
But it looks better.
All right.
Makes you look youthful.
Yeah, it looks better. She's probably laughing up her sleeve over there going, yeah, it looks better. Yeah, keep it. You look like an asshole. Yeah, keep
I gotta
it.
say, that guy did a great job on it.
He did.
Wow. What do you charge us for that, Gary?
Uh-oh. Nobody's answering.
What's like $40? Yeah, he must be busy.
Broke the bank. He doesn't want to tell you.
Yeah, that's our whole budget for the week. Ronnie's mustache. He's going to go shave it off. Yeah. How much? 40? Yeah, thanks. It's $40. It's worth every penny. You're not even that into Batman, are you?
No, I love Batman.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Be proud, man. Don't be self-conscious.
Batman, Superman, and the Lone Ranger's coming out, too. Did you see that?
Lone Ranger looks
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah, the Lone Ranger.
Maybe we could shave your eyebrows into that mask he wears. Like Ronnie's an older guy with a big Batman logo on his face.
Great.
Idiot.
Wait till kids see that. They're going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, they're
I
gonna,
love you.
Hey, there's Batman.
Yeah, I got to walk around with a cape now.
No, you don't need that. You got the logo right on your face. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll get to the news.
Mike,
Yeah.
first off, nice job.
Thank you.
Secondly, where can Ronnie go from here? I mean, what's the next step for a Batman mustache? Does he have to start over?
If you want to start over or if you're going to keep it, I think he's just kind of liking it.
But there's nothing you can adapt to a Batman. I mean, once you're in the Batman mode.
Well, let me see. I mean, if
Here
he lets
it
something grow in, yeah.
Ron, we're just saying, where do you go from here?
What do you mean?
Where do I go? I go to work.
Not in a literal sense, with your, with your mustache. Like, where can you go? Like, you have to start over.
Wonder Woman's vagina is next. Right here.
Mr. Munn,
Yeah.
are you reconsidering your previous idea of,
Shaving it off?
yeah, since the boss man likes it so much?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Why not just dye it a little bit lighter?
I gotta wait for it to grow out, dude. I can't just dye it lighter now.
Throw some just for Batman in there.
No, but if you put something lighter on, it's not gonna do anything.
There's a method to your madness.
I should have got like a rinse thing that washes right out.
A ton of people have told me it's like their best album. Check out
What?
blackspot.com, which is the
Jaden, you're a big Ronnie Munn fan in general.
hates me.
and the world tour
Not true at all. Do you like this
this summer.
facial hair pattern better than the old one?
I do. Album 13 is out tomorrow.
Why don't you do something now?
Best Buy or Best
Why would I have to do
Why not?
Because I don't really.
Do Wonder Woman's pussy right on your chin.
No.
Yeah. Grow a big bush right
I don't
here.
have the facial hair. That
No.
to do
Just
that.
grow a bush right here. Right down here.
Be here tomorrow.
And cut a hole in the middle, like a slit.
With a geezer.
And then, you know,
New songs in almost an
You know what I'm
hour.
saying?
Brand new Black Sabbath.
and then the pink will show through, and that's the pussy.
One of the most influential.
And you leave a little piece of hair on top. That's the little hairy clit.
Sabbath. It's out,
I'm glad you got that on camera.
13. Sorry. It's
That's a good idea, right, Greg?
I think so. I think you have a beautiful mind and a beautiful mustache right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to write some sex tips now. Leave me be.
Jimmy, you're on the air.
Hey,
Hey.
are you going to be running for vice president with Jesse Ventura?
Yeah, a lot of this is heating up all of a sudden. Did you
Oh,
notice that?
yeah?
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of newscasters now covering the fact that I think Jesse Ventura was out sort of doing his rounds and, on the talk show circuit. And
Right.
he's been talking about that he's really seriously going to run. And he's right now wants me to be his vice president.
Well, didn't you agree already?
No, I didn't agree. I just said I'm just going to think about it. What I love about Jesse is, like, he doesn't even, like, say it as a joke. He's just like, hey, man, I want Howard Stern because Howard Stern's a good dude and he wants me to be vice president. He doesn't, like, he treats me seriously as his vice president, which is crazy. But I love
That's why he probably won't win.
No, he'll win. Jesse and I have discussed that 2016 is the opportune time for us because there's, like, if you notice, there's not really any good Democrats after, like maybe Hillary will run, but she'll be old, and like who's the Republican?
Nobody sort of popped up as a main contender.
Yeah, and then like on the Republican side of things, Chris Christie would be great, but those fucking maniacs in the Republican Party will never accept him as a Republican. They think he's a liberal because they're assholes. All the conservatives now are all fucking crying because their precious Tea Party got investigated by the IRS. The IRS did something really kind of shitty. They said to the Tea Party guys who, whenever they see something like a Tea Party thing looking for tax-free, tax-exempt status, they slow down the application. And now they're all whining. Well, this has been happening to me for years.
And you're not the only one. This happens in every administration. It's happened to, just because now it happened to Tea Partiers, it's a big deal.
Oh, now they're all crying about it. But if you notice, it's happened to me twice. Once with the FCC in terms of the SiriusXM merger. That was because of me. They purposely wouldn't put it through a government agency and let the merger happen.
It had to be scrutinized to the nth degree.
Closer than any two oil companies getting scrutinized. And the other time it happened was when the FCC again decided to fine me. And in order to put pressure tactics on the people that employed me, they went ahead and delayed all of the licensing for Infinity Broadcasting, which had nothing to do with anything. They just fucked them up until they forced them to pay. It's racketeering. I said it at the time.
And this is actually what government agencies do when they want to exert power over people.
And not one of these fucking crybaby Tea Party conservative motherfuckers came forward when this was happening.
They didn't care.
And none of the liberals cared either. Fuck them both. And Jesse Ventura and I are going to clean things up.
They want to make this like it's a Democratic thing going on. No, this goes on.
No. Don't worry. When I become vice president, I'm going to use every government agency to get at all my enemies. So don't think it's stopping.
It's going to get worse, not get better.
Oh yeah.
Because your enemies list is long.
Oh, wait till you see all the radio guys who won't be able to get licenses. I'm telling you, anyone who works in terrestrial radio, they're not going to get any water for a month. It's going to delay it all. Yeah, Mike, you're on the air.
Hey now, how's it going, man? Hey, I think it's funny, like you said, that Jesse is telling everyone, I have asked Howard Stern, and he's giving it serious consideration. When are you going to let Jesse know that there's no way you're going to let the American people know about your finances or your kids' backgrounds or all that kind of shit?
Well, I told him that already. My kids' backgrounds are...
Well, if you run for office, they're going to go, you know how they do. They go through your whole family, basically.
Right.
So you're not going to expose your kids to that kind of exposure, are you?
Well, I'm not... First of all, in full disclosure, my children are actually Asian. They're secretly Asian. But,
they've changed citizenship?
Yes, that's right. No, but in all seriousness, I've told Jesse it would be a long shot for me to run. And you know what it is? I can't say no to anything. That sounds like really exciting to run for vice president with Jesse Ventura. So I can't even... It kills me to say no, because how funny would that be? How great would that be? Like, we'd have to be, going around the country campaigning. It would
the debates.
Oh, the debates. The vice presidential debate.
Can you imagine the vice presidential debate?
Because I got a feeling the two of us could probably get enough, sort of action to get on all the ballots. So, they'd have to include us like they did Ross Perot. I'm pretty sure I could get enough support to get us all on, between me and Jesse Ventura, we could get on a ballot.
Yeah, you know what? But I'm thinking you're complaining about the workload of HET.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem.
That campaigning is nightmare.
Well, if I have to fly, forget it. I'm not campaigning, and that's...
Well, you can campaign on a bus or a train, but you're there all the time.
Oh, I won't do that either. I'm just thinking I could campaign on Skype from my house. So
little town hall meetings.
I don't want to tell him yet, Mike, because I'm having too much fun with it.
Gary, Jesse Ventura is obviously taking Howard seriously. Considering a run for president in 2016. If this gets legs, if this continues, how seriously will Howard take it?
I don't know. I've been down this road before. He was almost the governor.
Right.
First of all, Howard should be the president, not the vice president. Howard doesn't play second fiddle to anyone. It'll probably get far, but, there are, I think it's really hard for Howard to leave this job. It's a pay cut to go be vice president.
It's true. But when things got very real in the gubernatorial election, he sort of bowed out gracefully at a certain point.
Yeah, that was a pay cut too.
But this is the highest office in all of the land.
No, it's the second highest office.
Well, but he'd be right there. I mean,
one heartbeat away.
Heartbeat away from being, the head of this country, the head of the world.
It would be interesting. It would be interesting. I wonder if I could be his media director.
Do you think he would actually push it, though, or do you think he would right away decline? Do you think he would use this to his advantage in any way?
I think he would use it to his advantage for a little while.
What are the odds of Jesse Ventura actually following through on this, in your opinion?
Well, listen, we didn't think he'd run for governor, and he ran and he won, so anything can happen.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
I'm Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. And on Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about Warren Sapp, NFL legend. He came in here and he talked about a variety of things. He talked about what it's like to have sex and how he can't hold out that long. But then we talked about some football stuff, too. Had a great moment where he talked about what it's like to sack the quarterback. Anyway, here's what happened on the wrap-up show.
I want to start off with Warren Sapp. Gary, before he came in, I was talking about it's always great when Howard interviews a football player, a professional sports player, because he doesn't really follow it, yet you end up hearing more and learning more about the athlete than you ever knew before.
The thing that makes Howard great with athletes is because he doesn't know a lot about sports, there's no hero worship. So it's not, oh my God, Warren Sapp here. So Howard's like, oh, there's a football player here that people say is pretty good, and he seems very interesting. So there's none of that like, oh my God, I saw you when you were in Miami, I saw you at the Super Bowl. So all that shit goes out the window. So all the interviews you've heard Warren Sapp do, this one's already different.
Do you think Warren is an angry guy?
I thought that the interview was contentious in a funny way.
What do you mean?
I mean that there were times where Warren seemed irritated by Howard, but because Howard didn't seem to have his facts right. And I mean, I never thought it was going to, come to anything, but he was like he was sort of mixing it up with Howard, not taking any shit from him.
Yeah, and I thought that made him an interesting guest.
Absolutely.
But do you remember that draft when he was just plummeting in the NFL and eventually got picked by Tampa?
Vaguely. Who was the number one pick in that draft?
Oh, God, I don't know. It was 95? I don't remember. Will, you should probably come down with that. But I do know. I know that's the year the Jets took Kyle Brady before Warren Sapp.
Yes, of course. But I do have a major.
John Carter. That's who it was.
I have a major connection with Warren. We were talking about today. He and I did Hollywood Squares together, and we spent the whole day together. And at the time, this had to be like 99, 2000 or something like that. And he gave me his cell phone number. He said, "I really want to do Howard Stern show." After we went to break, he got up and he said, "There's only two people I've ever wanted to be on this show. You and Letterman." And now I've done that. So he had given me his number, and I called him a bunch of times trying to get him on the show. It just never worked out.
I'm glad he came on today. Scott in Mississippi, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Good, Scott. What's on your mind?
It's I'm glad Gary brought up the bounty scandal with the New Orleans Saints with him because, for a guy that says that he had a conspiracy theory on his draft pick, he sure does, and how people make up evidence. He sure didn't have a whole lot of opinion on that whenever he brought it up.
Well, I brought it up, and he said that he had a source that told him that Jeremy Shockey was a whistleblower. That was it. What's the conspiracy theory?
Well, the fact that the NFL hadn't brought out any evidence against the Saints, except for like 200 pages that they claimed to have 5,000, and he just didn't have a whole lot of opinion on the bounty scandal in general. Just the fact that he had
he did. We didn't ask him whether we thought it was wrong or right. He basically said, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't need $1,000 isn't going to make me hit a guy any harder.
Which I thought was interesting. Like that is why are people offended by it? Was it the hit to injure somebody?
Yeah, right. In other words, you're giving somebody money if you can knock somebody out of a game. And even though football is an incredibly violent game, and even though people get hurt all the time, to say that you're going out there, I mean, I guess you could say, I'm going out there and I'm going to, play my best, but you can't say I'm going to go out there and,
so the bounty wasn't just for a tackle, allegedly. It was for an actual injury?
It could be for a variety. If you knock a guy out.
If you knock somebody out of the game, you get X amount of dollars.
If a guy limps off the field, whatever it is, that sort of thing.
But yeah, Warren made it very clear. He was like, look, the money's nothing at that point because they're all doing very well in the NFL. And I thought with Shockey, he said he had a source and that was it, and kind of wanted to move off of that.
I will wonder, because Warren works for the NFL, right?
Right. Well, he
works for NFL Network now.
He was on NFL Network, and he's on a show on Showtime called Inside the NFL, which I believe the NFL controls pretty well too, right?
He's not on Inside the NFL anymore.
But I'm saying, when I brought it up, he said, I'm on the NFL Network. He goes, he said it when he was on the NFL Network, but he got thrown off the show he didn't say it on.
Right.
That's the show he got tossed off of. But I thought I thought there was a lot of very interesting insight into football today. He kept bringing up the point, like, I play for pleasure on Sunday. It's the other 6 days they pay me. He goes, I go out there, that's pleasure. And his description of what it's like to beat a tackle and get to the quarterback and put him down, I thought was amazing.
Did you think he was going to be a bigger guy? I guess you had met him before, though.
And I think when I met him, he was a bigger guy.
Yeah. Well, he said he came out of high school. Down. He was 225 in high school, and he was over 300 when he was playing pro.
Right.
I mean, but he said he's smaller, but he was fast, and that's really why he was such an exceptional.
Well, and he made the joke, which I don't think Howard got. He goes, I feel like I'm a big guy with a safety.
Yeah.
Did you guys understand what he said? What he was saying that would have been a motivation for making up drug reports about him?
No, I don't think nobody understood what he had a conspiracy theory.
He said there was 2 new teams.
He said Jacksonville and Carolina were the expansion teams he was talking about.
Right.
And he said, but he never explained what the reason would be. Like
why would help someone if he wasn't.
Well, he said that there had to be an explanation why one of those teams didn't take him.
Right.
But I don't know who would be behind that. So does it mean that neither one of those teams wanted him, so they colluded to have him lower so it didn't look bad for them?
I couldn't figure it out. I mean, in Jacksonville took Baselli and Carolina took Kerry Collins. So who knows? The bottom line is Tampa had a great draft, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl a few years later. Bobby in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, now. How are you guys?
Hey, Bobby.
This is like a recurring theme that I listen, avid listener. Howard always talks about kind of prematurely going. He can't hold his own sexually. And today Warren said the same thing. It baffles my mind that men that have been having sex for so long, still can't hold off. I don't know. It's weird to me that someone even like Warren, who's had so many people in his life, still will admit to something like premature ejaculation. It's just very odd. I wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I fall more into their category. And I do feel really immature about it. But then I guess there's a part of me that says I still get excited. And that's a good thing.
Right.
It's better than being not being able to, I would be much more embarrassed not to be able to get an erection.
I think when Dax and Bradley were in there, they talked about that too. Do you remember, Benji, who said that? Anybody who says they're going an hour, it's just not true.
Or I think Dax was saying that it's not like women, guys who don't understand women, that women don't want it that long.
I've heard women say, not porn women, but women that I know say, you don't want a guy fucking you for an hour. That's just ridiculous. And it's like, get on with it already.
But every time I think, okay, this is the time. This is the time I'm gonna make it last. I'm gonna and then. Do
you ever have one of those where you're just doing so well, and then as soon as you tell yourself you're doing well, that's the end of it?
Jeff in Pittsburgh, you're on the wrap-up show.
That's what I'm saying. That was a great interview. It was one of those interviews where you felt like 3 guys sitting around a kitchen table with a woman in the background being robbed, and it just turned out to be a great interview, man.
Yeah, it was really good. And by the way, you really need to see it on Howard TV because Will came over and he'll attest to this. Some of the faces that Warren was making, there was one time where Howard was talking about something, and he had like this complete look of shock, and then he would have a look of anger. It was just really, he was making really funny faces.
Hey, it's Richie Wilson. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, there was a big discussion on who was omitted from my wedding invite list. A couple of guys from the radio side were a little pissed off. Lisa G wouldn't come down. And I think it all worked out well in the end because I defended myself and I explained why I cut those people off the list. So, check it out.
We're going to get into Richie Wilson's wedding list. Some people left off. Some people, only actually 4 or 5 left off, mostly everybody included. I think on this show, the only way, not the only way, but almost the only way you find out how someone really feels about you is when these situations occur.
Well, I got a question for Richie. Did you see this bit coming?
Oh, yeah. You knew it was inevitable.
Right.
And when you're in it, Richie, I mean, you said yourself, you're black and white. You know, this is how you stand. If someone doesn't like you, you want to know. And I'm sure you feel the same way. If you don't like somebody, you're going to let them know.
They know.
So did any of this come as a surprise to anybody today?
Richie does let people know,
yes,
right?
He does.
Where there are a lot of people here who don't.
I mean, with everything, if I like a restaurant, if I like a movie, if I like this, it's
but it's different
yes
with
or
people.
No, but it's yes and no. I'm not going to
people are at restaurants,
but I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass or up anybody's ass and be smiling to their face and then not like them or talk shit behind their back.
I think that the one thing I would disagree with you about today is when you said it's black and white. It really isn't black and white. In other words, there's people that I like here, and there's people that I like more than others here. And the people that I don't like as much as others doesn't mean I don't like them. It just means I haven't gotten to know them as well. And so there's a lot. It's not black and white. I don't need to love someone or hate someone. There is a middle ground.
There is. Okay, then there's like, indifferent, and don't like.
Well, no, there's like a little bit more. It's not like, indifferent, and hate.
But
I mean, it is to you,
okay,
maybe.
like Steve Bernardo. I like Steve. I am very fond of Steve. But I think we have maybe 4 words a year to each other.
But okay,
you know what I mean?
But
So,
you
and I
got
like
to
Steve.
But you got to the point where there were 5 people.
Actually, no. There's more. There's more. Ralph's not on the list.
Is Tracy?
Millman, yes, because Rachel and Tracy hang out a lot off the air with Richard Christie's wife, and all those girls. Those girls hang out.
I totally understand me being off the list. Totally get that. I was surprised at Will and Steve because it just seems a little glaring. But I think that having done this, it's always glaring when you leave somebody off.
Yeah, Will, you seem surprised in the sense that not that you were left off, but like Jason and other people were included.
Yeah, no, I did not expect to be invited to the wedding, but then when I saw that everybody else was invited, I go, okay, this is a message that he doesn't like you.
No, I like Will. There has to
just
be
not enough to invite him.
Cutoff line at some point. Like, okay, why wasn't I invited to your wedding?
I invited probably 3 guys from Howard TV. I didn't invite anybody from our news department.
That's all he invited from your office. 3
What do you
guys.
mean?
He invited John, Jason,
Scott the engineer,
Scott, JD, all the on-air people.
Tracy. Basically, all the people that his wife had a relationship. Did you invite anyone from the office that you wanted there?
Initially, the whole horseshoe, I was going to say no as a whole to.
What's a horseshoe?
The
bullpen
area. Yeah, no as a whole to.
Right.
And Rachel was like, listen, I want John there. I've had a relationship with John. John's a great guy. I want him there. And then I said, okay, anybody else? And she said, Jason. I email Jason a lot. Every time I see him, we have a great time together. I want Jason there. And I said, great.
Jason, good friends.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised by that too.
Every time she's up here, they get their little. They get like a little chatter group going.
Howard,
the 2 of them.
Rachel Fine, Richie Wilson. Yeah, no, I like her. She helps me out with the website. We talk dipping sauces all the time. She actually. I went to go see her last year sing in the city, and actually I think that made Richie and I better friends because then we found out we both watched the same TV shows, and you know.
And
so what's your relationship with Benji? Because Benji's always the wild card.
See, it's interesting. This is going to be fun. Benji got an invite without a +1. Benji got a solo invite.
Because I date Rachel.
No, Benji, is that insulting to you in any way?
Well, yeah, because I have a girlfriend, and that's a serious girlfriend.
And I'll be honest about that.
You don't want? Is it specifically
I'll
you don't
exactly
want her
why. We had 3 interactions with Elisa. 2 of them were extremely unpleasant.
Well, do you know about that?
Well, when I didn't get a +1,
and
I
we also don't
assumed
want the
it was
Benji. We don't want the Benji and Elisa show.
But Benji, did you know that there were 2 unpleasant interactions with your girlfriend and Rachel and Richie?
I don't know. If you want to, I don't know.
The first one was the night you brought her to Rick's to introduce her to a bunch of people. and she was very cold and rude to everybody there that night. And the second one was the Christmas party where she was just extremely rude to everybody.
Well, she was weird. I don't know that she was rude. She was odd.
No, but like when people said hello, it was hi and gave out like the the bent hand.
Yeah, but she was. I look at her. She was under the hypnotic shtick coma of
she
Benji.
was in shtick coma.
Well, I wasn't gonna make a big deal, but when I didn't get a +1, I wasn't gonna go because I took that as a intentional.
And we
slight.
figured that you were not going to come.
That's the best invite ever. So invite him a bit, he won't come.
So it wasn't. It was intentional.
No, but we figured we didn't want Elisa there. But we figured if we did that, Benji wasn't going to come. But we liked Benji, and we wanted to invite Benji. But we knew.
But I think, I don't know. You're being very insulting to my girlfriend, who is a wonderful person. And if you don't like her, that's fine.
I'm just going by the interactions I've had. They've been unpleasant.
But you realize it's hard to split a couple up. In other words,
I know.
You would be insulted if you were invited. Someone said they didn't want Rachel.
If Benji got invited and invited myself and not Rachel, I wouldn't go either.
All right, I do want to talk about one other thing because the thing that I found most interesting this morning, like I said, I did not expect to be invited. When he said why Will wasn't invited, he had, I thought, a fairly reasonable explanation. Same for Steve, but Lisa G. Flat out, you just don't like Lisa G.
No, she's a dud. Come on, you want somebody that was going to be fun and we listen in the past, especially in the past few months, with the way she's been on the show, with her whole she wants to be paid for everything. She just.
But are you basing this on the show or a personal relationship?
Both. She leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Right, so you don't like her.
Yeah, pretty much, and she and she knows that. It's.
Does she? I got the impression when I saw her today that she might have learned it for the first time.
Oh no, she knows.
This came as a surprise to Lisa.
I think so. I went back to the office because I dropped off a piece of paper, and I just I said, "Were you surprised?" She's like, "A little."
Tim Sabian, are you offended that you're one of the few who are not invited to the Wilson Fine affair?
Well, Richie and I have known each other for a while, and I didn't really expect to be invited. I love Richie. I have no problems with him. I think we get along great, and we're just not. We don't hang out afterwards. If we hang out, it's comfortable. But we just don't spend a lot of time.
I will tell you this, Richie.
I would invite Tim. If I spend more time with Tim, he'd be on there in a second.
By the way, I honestly think a lot of Richie's stuff. I think there's a lot of jealousy against my girlfriend. I think Rachel is threatened by my girlfriend and jealous.
Not at all.
And I like Rachel
and
a
not
lot.
Not at all threatened or
Don't worry
jealous.
about it, Richie. Tim won't go anyway.
Two of the encounters I found jealousy, and one I found pleasant.
No, now we're doing the Benji shtick.
Steve,
I'm not going to get into that.
No, I'm telling you, girls are very jealous of my girlfriend because she's very hot, and it makes a lot of girls very jealous.
She is
Steve,
very hot.
I know you were wondering, why are you on this list?
I'll say this with people in this room, and I don't know how that goes, but I was not expecting to get invited to Richie's wedding, and what he said on the air is what I would expect. The problem is I know there's been contention with Gary in the past. Even Will, and there's been friction with Will and Richie, and I know that he doesn't like Lisa G. So with that math, that's what worries me, because then I'm either
you're the exception. You're okay,
but then by that,
I understand your point. I understand your point.
Okay, all right. Because everybody else, like he said, if Lieberman's going and Scott and JD and blah blah blah. And
I mean, Lieberman's only been here for 9 months.
Yeah, so then I was just the guy that got left off, which it wouldn't be the first time.
But I also interact with Lieberman a lot more, and Rob Martin I work with all the time, and I hang out with Rob.
You work with everyone here all the time.
But I hang out with Rob. Rob and I are friends.
Look, when you say you hang out, where do you guys hang out? What would you do?
Drinking. We go out to bars. I set him up on a date with a friend of mine.
Wait, hold on, guys. Will, what do you want to say?
No, I was just going to say, you can be honest. If it's because you don't like me, I know you said you don't like Gary, then that's fine. But I just wish you would say that rather than...
Right, you say you would tell somebody, so I want you to tell them.
Will. I like you. I don't know what the problem is. I like you.
Well, we also heard the comment, too, that, it was very black and white.
Right,
that's what worries me, too. How could that be?
If I like you, I don't like you. And I like you, Will. I don't. Right. I mean, I do. I like you a lot. and I mean, there was that one time where you may have thought I was being cold, and you called me out on it, and it really made me say, "Oh shit, maybe I was being a little off to Will," and I felt bad about it. All right, and I made a conscious effort not to, because I like you.
Did because you like Steve? Do people in different groups if Steve's rank of if someone in the TV room, would they have to have the same? If they had the same rank
Howard
of
TV guys not invited to the
No. What I'm saying is,
who are the Howard TV guys?
Is the threshold of for Steve the same as someone in the Howard TV room, or do you have different?
But I also spend a lot more time with the Howard TV guys than I do with Steve.
So it is safe to say that you like me more than some of the guys that are invited that work for Howard TV.
No, Howard TV. A lot of Howard TV guys aren't invited. The only Howard TV guys that are coming, like the guys I've been around
Is
with.
Phelan coming?
Oh, yeah. I've known Phelan for 15 years.
So Phelan and Ganji.
Exactly.
I think what Steve is saying is there anyone from the Howard TV room that you invited because you worked alongside them for so long that maybe you actually like Steve better?
No, there's nobody that got an invite just because I worked with them for a long time.
You don't like me then. That's
I like Steve. No, everybody from Howard TV that I invited are people that I either have worked with for years or I've hung out with outside of work for a lot of.
I will give you one piece of small advice if you want to hear it. Just having been down this road myself. Not inviting somebody as high a caliber as Tim, but inviting their right arm, which I'm assuming McClure's invited, right?
Because Liza and Rachel are very good friends.
Big mistake. For whatever reason, I'm not. Sometimes there were people invited to my wedding that had to be invited. It's just the way life works.
But it's our wedding.
I got it. It was my wedding too.
Wedding.
No, I got it, and I'm just saying.
We should be able to invite who we want.
You will, and you may pay the price for it down the road.
Okay.
One last question: how did Tabitha Stevens make the cut?
Exactly.
Because Tabitha
That's insulting.
and I have been friends for years. We email, we text. We're always in contact with each other.
Isn't it fun making lists, Richie?
I know.
Oh yeah.
And I sympathize on that level.
You went through this.
It's obnoxious, but and then the best part is. A year from now, the list could be completely different.
That's right.
Exactly. And you know what? In 10 years, we'll probably look at those pictures and go, who the fuck is that person?
I just celebrated my 20th anniversary, and I turned around to Mary and I go, what the fuck was her name? And Mary's I couldn't remember. And I was like, what was that guy's name? Remember, we were such good friends with him and his girlfriend, and we couldn't remember their names.
Why isn't Steve Brandano in any of these photos?
20 years ago, you're going to look back at those photos and go, wow, remember when Jason was skinny? That's going to be scary. That's going to be scary. Hey, another tip. Tim writes a mean check. So, if there is an open spot.
But like, there must have been people you invited that you knew you had to invite when it comes to like family. You had to invite some. You're telling me.
Well, my family is very small. You can fit.
But I'm saying there's cousins and aunts and uncles that you know this, right? You have 100%. To invite them, and you invite them, and you're sitting there going, I can't believe I have to have my fucking cousins from wherever when there's a friend at work I'd rather have. But that's just the way it goes.
I had a section of the room devoted to people I didn't want at my wedding. It was like 3 tables in the back left corner. If you were sitting there, that's like the Scott Salem section of the. I mean, not at my wedding, the Scott Salem section, but general. Right. We call the Scott Salem section the place where the duds section.
Right, I know what you're saying.
I was at that table at Howard's wedding, right next to Scott Salem.
Oh, I know you guys were bitter about that. Who was at the table? Was you and Jason at Scott Salem?
No, not me. I had prime real estate.
Jason had a different table.
So who were you at the table? You and Scott Salem, Haji,
Phelan,
the kid with one leg.
I don't even know if I want to get into names who are at the table, but
Will
you can definitely tell you're on the potpourri table.
Will was in a different restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Well then,
Ken, you're on the wrap-up show.
As far as Lisa's concerned, Richie, you couldn't have made a clearer statement. I mean, you said, Gary and I have had some run-ins. You said, Steve and I don't hang out. You said Will didn't invite me to his wedding, but you just flat out said, would you invite her?
When you're making a list, again, as somebody else speaking from experience, like what happens is, for me anyway, you go over and then you start looking for what are quote unquote the easier cuts. And, a guy like, Lisa G, where, hey, if you had an endless budget and an endless party, sure, she's on the list, but okay, you got to start making cuts.
I don't think she would be on Richie's list.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, like in other words, if the room were 250, Lisa and I still ain't coming, correct?
You would.
Wow.
See?
But I feel honored and bad for Lisa.
Here's the thing.
We should try and get Lisa.
The place holds 150. We invited 200.
Right.
And we're hoping that a lot of people cancel, and they're actually coming.
Right.
So we could be seriously fucked.
Oh, we used to. My running joke was when you get the card back from somebody that's not coming, it's like ka-ching. It's like you're making money.
We purposely invited people. Rachel has relatives in Australia and England, so they're the ones that we knew weren't going to come, so we had to invite them anyway, and now they're coming. So we're like, oh, shit.
Quick question, like in the tournament, the basketball college tournament, it's last 4 in, last 4 out. So we're on that last 4 out list. So
maybe
I'm just trying to figure out where that line was. Who were you putting Jason and I together and saying, all right, one of these guys can't make it. Here's the upside and downside on both of them?
I wasn't doing that. I was just like, okay, is there anybody that we didn't invite? And Rachel was like, I like John and Jason a lot. And I was like, well, then there's everybody in that whole general bullpen area.
She said, fuck
them. And yeah, she said, fuck those guys. I hate them.
I mean, I was clearly, and I'm thrilled to be going. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. You're my boy.
Regret that
but, I got an email from Richie about 2 weeks ago saying, hey, man, what's your address? And I figured that it was for the wedding. So that just proves, I wasn't on the early draft of the wedding list. So that just proves I came in later. And by the way, I did crunch the numbers. Richie would have to get married in Giant Stadium for Lisa G to be invited to the wedding.
What did you guys think of Fred's reaction today when the save the date came up?
I understood what Howard was saying. And again, I think Fred reacted a little too quickly. If you get a save the date card, I would say that that's a really good shot that you're invited. So when he said, I don't know if I'm invited, he could have even said, I think Fred, if he would have said, I got to save the date card. And Howard goes, oh, and that would have been it. But he goes, well, I'm not sure if I'm invited. And Howard goes, well, you either got an invitation or you didn't. It's a miscommunication, and Howard loves to exploit that.
I have a feeling that Fred didn't know if the invitation came.
Well, it may not have.
Actually,
but it might have, and he might have not even known that Allison might have got it, never even mentioned it to him yet.
Before Richie even speaks, here's another thing, John. I don't know if you remember when you get married. Did you send your invitations out in waves?
I'm trying to remember. Like
first wave, you wait a week, you see what comes back. Second wave, I think we had a first wave and a second wave. Is my small recollection of that.
I think we sent them all out in one shot, like family and friends. But we had, like Richie was saying, we knew, or at least we thought, some people weren't going to come.
Right. I think we waited to make sure some people weren't going to come to send out the second wave. Is my vague recollection. You sent yours all out at once?
Well, a week apart. Not.
But why a week apart?
Just that we had to get those stinky heart stamps we had to buy more of and all that.
But it had nothing to do with
nothing like aid.
There was no hierarchy.
No. They all just. Fred, by the time he got to save the date and the invite was mailed, he moved, and that's what happened.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, within like a 3-month time span.
John and Glenhead, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello.
Hey, John.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Gary, it's John from the Vineyard.
Hey, John, what's up?
How are you? 2 quick points. Number one, I've been in the Mr. Munt's company many a times, Ronnie. I'm tired of people picking on him. He's such a gentleman and such a great guy. That's the one thing I want to pick on. And then the second thing is, Richie, how classless of a move to not invite Mrs. Jordana to the wedding and put poor Benji in this situation. And those of you that are friends with Mr. Wilson, you should really think about his character and what type of person he is, because I wouldn't want to be friends with a guy like that.
Wow.
That's why you're not my friend.
No, I know, but it's...
John happens to be a nice guy, but I don't know why he's picking on you, man.
I don't care.
He doesn't like you.
That's fine.
I like you, John.
It probably would have been better to either all in on Benji or not at all.
You're right. You're 100% right. In hindsight, you're 100% right on that.
See, Richie and I agree on some stuff.
Yeah, we have moments.
Are you hurt?
He's awful quiet. He must be hurt.
No, well, it's kind of. I don't like when people take shots at my girlfriend. I think, like I said, it's out of jealousy. She's much hotter than the average girl here, and she's much more talented. And I think there's a lot of jealousy and a lot of fear of that.
There isn't, Benji, I'll tell you right now to your face. There isn't jealousy. I'm
jealous of her.
The night that we first met her at Rick's, Ronnie was there. Was a general consensus that she was not a nice person the night everybody met her.
Yeah, everybody thought she was a snot.
Exactly.
To be honest with you.
Because she doesn't lay all over you guys.
No.
Sorry, you know?
No, it wasn't lay all over. It was hello, I am, and it was an attitude.
And
it was an attitude
she's
back.
shy. She's
and
a
then
little
the next
shy.
night
She's
at the
a little
Christmas
quiet.
party, the next time at the Christmas party, which was discussed about on the air big time, that a lot of people had problems with her.
Well, I think you guys
if that's her
expect
way of
girls,
coming across,
you
maybe
guys
she was
expect
shy.
a certain type of girl.
No.
She's a little bit classier, a little bit brighter, a little bit more talented, and that's what happens.
Then who? Then like my wife, as a for instance?
Than me.
Oh.
Okay. I understand.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do moving forward now? Are you going to invite anybody who's not invited?
Well, see, to me, that's even a more obnoxious slap in the face thing. Just more condescending to say, "Oh, Gary, here's your invite anyway."
Well, I mean, you could say,
would you take that as like, what the fuck? I'm an afterthought or something like that.
Listen, again, I'm not expecting.
No, I'm saying,
but it could, if you came to me and you said, you know what, I thought about this, and we've had our differences in the past, but I would like to try to put it behind us, so I'd like to invite you. That I would understand. But if you just said, here's an invitation, it just came in the mail, that'd be weird.
You want to know, Gary, the honest truth? It was 50-50 with you up until like the last second.
Yeah, I thought that
it wasn't a hard no right off the bat, like fuck him. No, it was 50-50 up to the last second.
When I knew the invites were going out, I thought it was if I was going to get invited at all, it was going to be Rachel's decision. Because I think,
she likes you
with the exception of pulling her chair away from her, I think we mostly get along really well. And I happen to like her a lot. And again, I don't want to insult you with this. I think that you have, since you guys got back together and got engaged and all that, I really think you've become a nicer person.
I've tried to be.
But I've actually seen that.
I've made a conscious effort.
And when I said you've changed,
noticing it.
But I said when you've changed in the last, when I said you changed in the last 2 years, I really feel that. And by the way, just so you know, when Howard came back and said something on the air that day, and you said, "Oh, Gary must have clouded him at dinner," this is exactly how it went. Beth, the lovely, sweet Beth, who's the nicest person in the world, we're sitting at dinner, and she goes, "Oh my God!" She goes, "It's gonna be so much fun."
I heard about this. Yeah.
Did you get the invitation to Richie's wedding? And I go, "No." And she goes, oh. I said, I won't be getting an invitation. And she said, why not? I said, I don't think Richie likes me. I said, we don't get along that well. And that was it. I didn't say nobody likes Richie or anything like that.
Right when I came out the studio, people were like, whoa.
She was surprised to find that out. Beth was really surprised. Beth thinks everybody likes everybody.
Yeah.
Which is a good way to live life.
Yeah, it's a great attitude if you can have that. Now,
I got that attitude.
Oh, yeah. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about Bobo's treasure trade, everything that Bobo went through to get his valuable items for his shrine, and how Sal shined. And speaking of Sal, he told us the genesis of Twat Raper and the difference between a legitimate rape parody song and an illegitimate rape parody song. Yes, you got to see that. Today's show, the main attraction, I guess, was Bobo and Bobo's treasure trade, the jingle that we can't get out of our heads. And so much went into this game, and a lot of different games were being played during it, but Bobo had no idea what was happening. He knew to bring in his stuff, but he didn't know that he was going to possibly get anything. That all came as news to him. But he was here extra early and prepared, and I think he had a good time doing what he did. Doug Goodstein, do you agree?
I think he did. I just, personally, I wish it was more of destruction of his items, which we didn't really go there. You saw he wasn't going to part with that stuff. But the physical stuff was fantastic.
I'll tell you, the thing that surprised me the most was the Leroy Neiman poster. Like, I know it's his most treasured item, and he loves it. He wasn't going to give that up for anything. Like,
no,
I wonder
nothing.
if what Howard could have done. Maybe Howard could offer like a photo session or something like that.
No, I think if Howard said, "I'll give you everything."
Oh, for the Neiman.
Yeah, that probably would have been about it.
But John, can I ask a quick question?
Sure, Steve.
Who is Leroy Neiman? Should I know him?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
He's a famous artist. You should definitely know
And
him.
what does he have to do with Howard?
He did a painting for Howard back in the day for the show that Howard hung up in his place, and then Howard in turn gave it to Bobo.
Oh, Howard gave it to Bobo?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
There's got to be other people that did.
Which is funny because turns out Bobo destroyed it himself. He just that's what
He broke it in the car.
Yeah,
the poor guy.
Really? Yeah, the frame cracked.
No. Now, as things came up, the first thing offered to Bobo was Robin's bra, and I didn't think he was going to take it. The stunt was offered, and then a trivia question, and you could tell he wanted it, but I think he thought that was the whole game. Like, it would be the bra. Right. And once it clicked, and it takes a little while to click with Bobo, that there'd be more stuff coming, he jumped all over it. And that's where my pal over here came in to shine. Sal, congratulations. Will you not smoke that in here?
Sorry. Thank you.
Seriously, don't bring the electric cigarette in here.
I'm celebrating.
Celebrating what?
Painting my cock on Bobo's face.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was one of
painting Bobo's face with my cock.
That was one of only a few things that you did.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with it.
And what did you enjoy the most? The painting, the pubic hair mustache with Richard?
I think everything was equal.
Really?
Yeah. These stunts are like my children. I don't discriminate. I like them all equally. So
yeah,
well.
I mean, everyone contributed a bunch of stunts, and I know you had a ton of ideas with Richard on what to do with this.
It all happened so quickly yesterday in the meeting. Everything shifted gears real quick, and Howard said, what if we can throw in some stunts as well? And boom, we just started putting them together immediately.
Yeah. The only thing that was a bummer about the segment is that it only was those 3 stunts. I mean, we could have gone for 5 hours. There was so many things, and there was I think Bubba would have gone for everything.
Like when Howard went
as long as it was just the physical stunts, I mean, he went for it.
When Howard said the tickle chair, I'm like, oh, God, it's over. We could have done so much more. We were going to play the bongos on Bobo's head with our penises, Richard and myself. We had a lot more ideas.
Did Richard enjoy shaving you for the mustache?
Absolutely. I told him, I said, you need to be my shaver. He goes, you got it, buddy. I love to be your shaver.
Did he work the ass hair in, or did you guys...
He got a few of them. Definitely got a few of them. And that was pretty good. I loved when he went for the ass hair.
Do you feel gay at all? Like, I mean, you did very homosexual type stuff. I mean, you put your penis in a guy's face. You had the guy shaving your balls.
No,
Did
not
you
at
feel
all.
Proud of yourself?
Absolutely. Do you?
Yeah.
You're the one running this cockamamie organization.
I think it's great. I'm proud of you.
We've been down this road so many times, Doug. Clearly, Sal and Richard believe what they're doing is for the humor and funny, but not sexual in any kind of way.
Of course.
Ask any gay person if they got an erection from me doing it. It might be gay. All I heard was laughter. So it could be. If people want to perceive it as gay, sure. I'm not gay. I'm not going home today looking to suck a penis. I don't get. It's not like I'm going to go to some gay porn.
So when you're painting Bobo's nose with your penis, there's not any sense of arousal just because you're touching somebody else with it, and
probably just the opposite. Just the opposite. Here I am putting my penis on a man's nose. There's no way I'm going to get erect. If anything, it's kind of shriveling up a little bit. That's why I give it a good stretch on the pouch. And that kind of serves.
You know what's strange? I got to go back and check tape, but Scott DePace swears that something fell out of your pouch when you first pulled down your pants.
Really?
Is that possible? Do you have any schmegma or something in there?
No, it's clean as a whistle right now.
You sure?
Yeah, you want to come and smell it?
No, thank you.
Sal,
Let John do that.
While you're here, I'll do that during the break. While you're here, I wanted to ask you about...
Well, John, I'm over the age of 11. You sure you want to go down there?
We didn't get a chance to talk about your song yesterday.
Oh, Twat
I
Raper.
wanted you to come down, and you didn't come down, but...
Oh.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Howard was repulsed by it.
Well, I think that's your goal sometimes.
It is. There's nothing better than shocking the shock jock. I think there's no greater form of admiration.
Where did you come up with that? Did you hear the real song and suddenly it just fit, or what? Yeah, tell me the genesis of Twat Raper.
I heard it on my my iPhone, when I was working out.
And how do you come up with the scenarios within the song? Is that just things that pop into your head? What happened? The different things you want to do to her, or
no? Look, like I said, boobs, lube, round, brown. Gets a little monotonous after a while, gets a little redundant. So you need to shake it up. You need to raise the bar.
Were you surprised by how Howard reacted to the song?
No, I didn't know which way he would go. I was actually glad that he said he was disgusted by it and played it versus just deleting it and ignoring it altogether. To me, that's a great accomplishment when he plays something out of disgust. It's fun. It's great. But by far, I'm not looking to rape her. I'm looking at as what is that called? Like the brothers do it to each other. Term of endearment. That's a term of endearment.
What do you mean the brothers do it?
You know how you can't say the N word, but if you do say it, you say it as a term of endearment. That's the only time it's acceptable, which I understand. When I'm saying I want to rape Robin, it's not I really want to rape her. I don't want to commit an illegal act. I don't want to violate her. I want to consensually have mad, pussy-pounding, ass-bruising sex with her. And if you love somebody and you say that, it's not offensive. If you love somebody. If you don't, it's different. It was this is a legitimate twat rape song, not an illegitimate.
What would an illegitimate twat rape song be?
And just keep talking for the next 10 minutes. This is great.
An illegitimate twat rape song would be somebody who legitimately wants to rape somebody.
So you're saying that you don't want to rape Robin, of
course. Do you think I do?
No, but
of course not.
But I think you'd love to have sex with her.
Who wouldn't? I'd have sex with you at this point in my marriage.
What did you think of Robin's reaction to the song?
I was very impressed. I was hoping that she would be, slightly taken off, and I she was, but I liked it. It made me laugh my ass off. I just thought it was at the end. It was funny, when you in a typical average job, you don't take out your penis and make a clown nose on somebody, but it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It works perfect in this environment.
Would you play it for your wife?
Yeah. I mean, there's no need to, but yeah.
All right.
I don't think she thinks anything by it, but I love the song. I thought it was great.
Well done. You should be proud.
Did you like it?
I did. I enjoyed it.
What'd you think, Doug?
I actually missed it.
Any song you do makes me laugh. You know
thanks.
that.
Thanks. I have to do a John Hines song then.
Then you have to do one of those. Teddy, let's take a break.
Kid Raper!
Come back.
Kid Raper!
We'll talk more about
He's going to throw you in his trunk.
Treasure trade. We'll move off of Twat Raper and back to the treasure trade. And Gary, I was saying before you came in that there were a lot of different games really going on during the segment.
Yes, and I was very, very nervous about this morning because this is one of those bits that, to take a phrase from Tim, had a lot of moving parts. And there were a lot of areas where it could have gone a lot of different ways. This also was the morning that Howard was coming off of America's Got Talent and had to work again. So I had a meeting yesterday with myself, Will, Doug, Richie Wilson. We all sat down and we went over everything a lot. And we tried to make it as easy as possible. I mean, Will did the bulk of the work, but, I was so afraid. I was just praying for it to be 8:00 because I wanted this to be done and just go correctly.
Did you think Bobo would give up that Leroy Neiman poster for anything?
Yeah, he was very attached to that.
And the OJ mask he passed on basically, right? But he wanted your beekeeper mask.
He did.
Lost his
One thing I
eyebrows
fit
for
it-
that, right?
one
I was surprised that he passed. I know it's weird, but I was surprised that he passed on the tombstone because it's so one of a kind and it's so well known from the show. And off the record, we really wanted him to take it because we just wanted out of here. It was almost like garbage. We're like, please win it so we can get rid of it.
Did you know, like, why? Did you hear why he said he did?
Yeah, he said he thought it was.
It freaked him out,
thought it was
too.
freaky, but
Yeah.
he's like a tribble attached to Howard. He feels what Howard feels.
But not only, I don't think it only freaked. It just didn't just freak him out like as like a death kind of thing, but like the thought. Sorry, the thought of Howard dying is so upsetting to him.
No, I get it, but Howard, if it freaks Howard out, it freaks Bobo out.
To me, the highlight of the whole bit, and I thought the bit was very strong, was when the guy called in at the end and criticized Bobo, as a fan, and Bobo immediately, commanded respect as he's got Sal's, paint from Sal's penis on his
part of
face.
that. Did you notice that he said, "What are you? Go back to your 9-to-5 job." Like, what the fuck does that mean?
But he knew as opposed to his 12 to 8
like,
job.
What is that? We were like, what does that mean? Like, decipher that.
Well, I think it means that I think that Bobo thinks that he's special as a super fan of the show. But his job is as regular as it gets. He's got like a 9-to-5 top job. There's nothing wrong with having
I
a 9-to-5
thought, but
job.
maybe he meant like because then he's successful. Isn't he sort of retired because he made a lot of money?
He's
and saved up?
semi-retired. Yeah, he retired from the post office, and he does.
Oh, he's a
teach
postal
class.
worker?
He was, yeah.
Oh my God, that explains everything.
I thought he gave defensive
He went
driving.
postal many years ago.
No, wait, I thought he was a defensive driving
That's what he does
instructor.
now.
Oh, that's
No, I understand why he's semi-retired because he probably worked for the post office for 30 years.
Right.
He's probably on full pension, and so he can do a job where he doesn't have to work full time because the pension and the little part-time work makes it work.
Now, do you get sentimental about any of the stuff that he took? I know he got some carts, the tickle chair.
I got to tell you, the carts, they've been in my office for a while. I took them when we left K-Rock. And so I have 4 carts in my office. A song of DeBella, Baldy Baldy, John with Ringo Starr, the Tarantella music, and a cart of when Jackson played football and the announcer announced it, Howard played it on the air. And I think I just grabbed those randomly on the last day, but I remember thinking, all right, John with Ringo, that's a big deal. That's iconic. Oh, and I have China singing her song.
Oh.
And so I had to give a couple up yesterday, and I was almost hoping he wouldn't take them because they actually mean something to me, although they're fucking useless.
And the tickle chair, I mean, that I was sad to see that go.
Well, again,
we look at that as it is sort of one of a kind, but it really is just like a Adirondack wood chair, and then you just could get straps.
That was we had a discussion because at one point we were thinking about putting the Robo Spanker up or the Wheel of Sex,
right?
And those are much more difficult to replace. So the tickle chair is easy to replace, but it is the one chair that all that stuff happened in, so it worked out well.
That has a lot of history. I mean, you go back, that probably has been featured on 50, 60
Who was the chick that I kept pouring water on? Was that Mary
Nikki's?
Oh, no.
Nikki Ziering, I think it was.
She kept saying she wanted a drink of water. I kept pouring it on her like a wet T-shirt.
There was a waitress who worked at the Penthouse Club that was the hottest one ever that you poured a ton of water on. And God, to this day, the hottest chick ever in the history of the show. I mean, I would take the wooden planks that her vagina rested on
and twat rate them.
Yeah, I really would. I really would violate those things. She was
legitimately.
So hot. Yeah.
Stephen Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John, Gary, what's happening? I just want to. Do you think Bobo's stuff's going to be worth a lot? All his memorabilia put together is going to be worth a lot of money one day when Howard retires.
I think I can answer this. The charity that I work for, we're always talking about ways to raise money, right? So one of the guys that works there, he said, go into your attic. Like a lot of us worked in the record business. We have like gold records or whatever. So I went into my closet. I have like the shirt from Howard's 40th birthday. I've got a jacket from Private Parts, a bunch of stuff. And I was going to put it up for auction for the charity. And I went online and looked and it just didn't seem to be worth it. It didn't seem that it would generate enough money for me to part with it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would think some of the stuff, depending on how unique it is, I guess, and like I'm thinking the tickle chair. I know you said it's an Adirondack chair, but based on the history and fans of the show, I guess if they bid against each other, maybe then
I also think that Howard has to sort of legitimize it.
Yeah,
Howard
sign it.
And not only sign it, but if Howard says.
What happened today gives the items huge legitimacy.
Right, that's right.
But I wonder, are you saying if in 25 years, will Bobo be able to say, I've got the tickle chair from the Howard Stern show, and somebody's going to go, oh my God, that's worth a lot of money, and somebody's going to go, fucking, I don't care.
Probably both.
I think it's worth nothing because I think it's splintered on the LAE right now.
But it's still
I
the
think
chair.
that's coming out of the car.
Listen, it's like
no
it's
doubt.
it's like getting a piece of wood from Yankee Stadium. At the end of the day, it's a piece of wood.
I think he'll end up, and you'll have to check in 20 years. I think it'll be like $1 million collection or more.
I disagree.
Well, I asked him that when I did the Bobo Shrine tour.
Yeah, what does he think it's
And
worth?
I said, "What is this worth?" He goes, "Well, it's it's priceless to me." I said, "Well, put a price on it." He goes, "Oh, it's got to be in the millions."
But like any piece of memorabilia, any autograph, any other stuff, it's worth as much as somebody's willing to pay for it.
I mean, I guess an insurer would know, like, have some idea of.
Yeah, I don't think Bobo's collection is worth. It may not be worth $25,000.
What about definitely less than that? I mean, it's pretty much newspaper clippings and magazines and books.
Well, he's got some
the
autograph stuff
that is unique. I mean, there's lots of photos; those aren't worth shit. It's the stuff that's signed. The books, stuff we gave him today has some value. And,
I laughed really hard. I was watching the piece that you guys put together that's going to run on TV, and he was even impressed that he's got a copy of a book that my mother signed, which made me laugh my ass off.
That's his number 2 most valuable thing.
Sal, what do you think of Bobo's passion? Because you're a passionate fan of the show, and of course you're part of the show now, but do you understand where he's coming from, why this stuff means so much to him, what he'd be willing to do to get some stuff from the show?
Everybody has their thing, and for Bobo, it's the show. I certainly get it. There was a show one time on MTV. What was it called? There was these people who were obsessed with certain bands and whatnot, and they had the most ridiculous things. There are people who collect locks of hair from rock stars and whatnot.
What about you before you worked on the show? Did you ever collect memorabilia from the show?
The only thing I have from the show is when I was a guest on it, you guys signed a book, which I still have, and Howard signed a Private Parts poster. That's it.
But you were never big into you're not one of those guys like, God, I'd really love to have the seat cushion.
No, I'm not a collector type of guy. I just don't collect stuff. It's not me. But I get it. I mean, Bobo's obsessed with the show. It's an obsession, and you know what? If it makes him happy, so be it. The guy's been listening for so long. He is a super fan. He got something good out of it. Like my cock hair on his face.
Hey, it's Rob Zombie, and I'm here to, I don't know, why even pretend like I'm going to promote something? I'll walk in there, forget what it is, and spend, 15 minutes talking about something ridiculous, so I don't know.
You've been here enough.
Just
to know
happy to
the
be
deal.
here. I've been here enough to know that you cannot walk in with an agenda about something you're going to promote, so I'll do that everywhere else today.
All right.
Here, I don't know, we'll talk about our cats and our dogs and things of that nature.
Cool,
something.
We'll see you in the studio.
See you in there.
All right, thanks.
My dear friend Rob Zombie is here.
Is that right?
Hey, look at you. How you doing, man?
All right.
What are you doing? I mean, beside the movie, are you going back on tour, or what's going on? with
Yeah,
you?
well, I'm going back on tour in June.
Yeah.
Because I have the movie and the record coming out this week.
Boy, Mr.
Next week.
Busy.
I know, right?
We're putting out records. Isn't it sort of depressing now? Because I feel like the CD is dead.
It is.
The
For
record
sure.
business is almost dead. Can you sell
It is.
CDs? I mean, you've sold... How many records have you sold in your entire career?
I don't know, maybe like 16 million or something like that.
I think it's more.
I don't know.
16 million.
Something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, luckily I got in under the wire before the door slammed shut when you could still make money selling records. But, I mean, the rest of the world still buys them. That's what's funny.
They do?
Yeah, it's like you go to other countries and they still have record stores and things, and people still are into it.
You mean for some reason they're not aware of the internet and...
No, I think they still like to... I mean, I don't know. I think it's the hard rock scene is more like that. The kids are still into buying the actual thing and owning it.
Right.
But yeah, but I mean, but still, it is pretty dead. I mean, you sell nothing.
So when you're in the studio and you're making a new CD, do you sit there and go, "Oh, what the fuck is the use?" I mean, you do, right? It's like, what am I doing? I mean,
oh dear.
Maybe I'm wasting my time.
Well, it's not so much when you're making because we'll play the songs live and kids will know the songs and people get into it. But it's when you're obsessively trying to sequence the record.
Yeah.
And you're like, what do I fuck? And no one gives a shit. Why are we obsessing over what track 9 is going to be compared to track 8? But we do it anyway.
You have to do it. You're an artist.
That's
the
one guy the one guy like Gary who still cares.
Yeah, who carries, who actually loves pieces of vinyl.
Yes, and the sequencing and feeling it and flipping it over. And
are you a vinyl collector?
I was. Well, you know what? Now I am actually because I don't know. I got into it again.
You did?
Yeah.
It seems like the dumbest fucking thing on the planet.
It might be, but
right? It's just stupid.
It might be, but somehow it makes me. God, Gary, come in here.
How many pieces? How many pieces of vinyl do you have?
Well, I was just talking to Gary about his show. Not enough to be on the show, but
right.
You know, a decent amount because like what it was I would find cool record stores all on the road and find these records that. The thing is with a lot of bands, sometimes it seems like here's the greatest hits of this or that, but you can't find the records of some stuff you like.
And then when you get home, you have a special turntable and you listen to your vinyl.
Yes, it's very special. Well, the turntable's like not good,
right?
So maybe vinyl sounds better, but not on this turntable.
That's what I mean. It's just,
like why would you invest in special equipment to hear a record?
If you want vinyl, Rob, I'll give you my records. I mean, it's I don't know. It just all seems so silly to me. But Gary insists that this is an important thing to do.
Well, I mean, for me, what it makes me actually do is listen to music a little more because what I would always find myself doing is going to iTunes, downloading a record,
right,
forgetting I downloaded it, and never listening to it,
right,
and then going. And then doing it again and going like, why am I going to, 5 times I've downloaded it.
Are you still in love with music? Like, do you love listening to other artists and hearing current bands, or are you just, like, over it?
Just over it.
You're over it?
No, I'm not over it. How could you be over it?
I don't know.
No, I still love it. But, I mean, I never listen to anything current, though.
You don't?
Not really.
Like, you don't listen to the top 5 to hear what's selling?
No, I have no idea.
Why would he listen to the top 5?
Well, just to see what's going on. I mean, in the music industry, you're in it.
I don't care.
Right.
I guess I should.
That's hardly music.
I guess I should care, but
shouldn't you care about something like some sort of artists or current music?
I probably should, but don't. I mean, don't you feel this way sometimes? You're just trapped in your own time bubble, and when you hear new stuff, you go like, I can't relate to it. It doesn't. I always feel like I can't relate to anything being made by someone younger than me. Like I just feel like.
So who do you relate to? Led Zeppelin and that kind of music?
I don't know if I relate to anything, but it's like, stuff like that. If I listen to it, it still sounds great.
Hey, Rob, I'm just trying to get to know you.
Hey, man. Last record you bought?
I'm trying to bust your balls
this morning. I don't know.
What was the last record you bought?
Vinyl?
You mean vinyl, Rob?
Yes, I
CD?
do. I want to see what you picked up.
He doesn't care.
I don't know.
Did you ever win a Grammy? You've been nominated how many times?
I think 8.
8 times. Did you ever win a Grammy?
No, but the one time I got nominated, it was me and Alice Cooper did a song together. We got nominated, and he had never won either. So I thought, I'm in this year.
Right.
They're going to give it to him because he deserves it. I'm just going to coattail in.
Did you go
lost again? Then
you lost. Who'd you lose to?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
No,
did you go to the actual Grammy broadcast?
No.
I
went once. I don't even know if I was nominated that year, and I don't like those type of things.
Why not? Why not go and celebrate with your industry?
Because it seems really exciting on television. Well, actually, it doesn't really, but the idea of it seems. But you're sitting there, and it just seems boring, and no one's watching the show anyway.
Maybe you need to play that game, then you would win Grammys.
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't care? You wouldn't like to see a Grammy on your shelf? Would that not turn you on?
No, I guess not.
No, I don't care.
You do care about stuff like that?
No, I don't.
No. I mean, it's like, if it's something that you don't care about and then you suddenly win it, I guess it's pretty weird if you suddenly act like you care.
Yeah.
If it sold a bunch of records, I guess I would care because then it would have a purpose. But
although I was recently I won awards from Billboard magazine. I don't know what they mean. I don't know why I won them. Like top radio personality, 1990, blah blah blah. And I displayed them in my office, and I look at them once in a while, and I think it makes me feel better about myself, but I'm not sure. I don't even know why I do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have a few awards for different things, and I have them still. I mean,
You've seen my office.
Do you display them?
You see, I displayed my stuff in my office.
Well, yeah, the lights that you have focused on them are a tad bright.
Well, they have to be displayed.
You can't get around
Rob
them when you
doesn't
walk in.
display any of his awards?
Well, technically they're displayed. There's just no one ever comes over to see them. So does the display count if no one's there to see it?
Do you have any friends besides me? I mean, do you have any people who come over and hang out ever?
No.
Never.
Literally never.
Never. Are you lonely?
I mean, I have West Coast friends, but I don't really know anyone on the East Coast.
Why not? You live on the East Coast now. Why don't you have any friends? What's going on there?
I think I've passed the age of making friends.
Is that right? And you don't need that kind of
That's why
stimulation?
when I come to your house, it's so awkward.
I know. Yeah, for both of us. No, Rob and his beautiful wife,
we just
Sherry.
stare at each other and don't know what to say.
No, they will come over occasionally, and we'll spend the weekend together, and then we stare at each other.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem so bad, right? We have a decent
No, it's
time.
great. And then we have that breakfast Sunday morning, and you have that look on your face like...
It's time for you to go.
You've had your breakfast. Just get out of my house.
Come on, Rob. Get the fuck out of here.
How long are you going to linger?
Tell me what happened. I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this. You were on tour with Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
and
yeah.
When did this happen, by the way, this incident with Marilyn Manson?
I don't know.
Yeah.
6 months ago, maybe?
Because it seems very, like, I know you. This seems very childish. This is like high school almost.
Oh,
like,
it was ridiculous.
Ridiculous, right? You were on tour with Marilyn Manson. Are you sort of the boss? When you go out on tour with Marilyn Manson, are you guys sort of in control of the thing? Because I figure he's not a businessman.
Well, I mean, the whole tour is that tour, and most tours were structured co-headlining 50-50. Nobody, if everything's 50-50, nobody can ever complain.
Right.
You know, I mean, we would close the show, he would open it, but it was like same set time, same everything for everybody. That way, no one can ever complain. So
are you good friends with Marilyn Manson when you put together a tour, or is it strictly business?
It's sort of like a little of both, I guess. I mean, I've known him for a long time, but I'm not like good friends with him. I would, if I saw him someplace, you know, you just know people for
So when you go out,
20 years.
I just figured when you go out on tour with someone, you really do hang out and you get to know each other. But you don't, right? It's like two separate worlds. He
Sometimes
does
you
his
do.
thing.
I mean, I never really did. I would
Right.
always sort of keep to myself, and the band, a lot of my band's sort of the same way, so it's like, we just don't.
Aren't a lot of guys in your band now from Marilyn Manson? Like
Two of the guys, yeah.
Yeah, they left Marilyn Manson and they joined your band.
Well, they had already quit, so they didn't jump ship to, like, you know, they'd been out of that band for a while. So that was kind of weird, but...
Right. So you go
Weird
out
for
on
them
tour with
anyway.
Marilyn Manson. He opens, you close the show.
Yeah.
You split it 50-50. Everything's going along just fine. One night, Marilyn Manson decides he's going to show up late.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really told the whole story because I figured that might as well just let it die out because it was so stupid to begin with.
Right.
Because, you know, the next day it was over with, but, you know, I'm still talking about it.
Right.
It was no big deal. What it exactly was, even though as soon as you tell your side of the story, it's like, oh, yeah, that's his bullshit side of the story.
Right.
I mean, he just, and I didn't even care. He went on late, which doesn't matter.
Right.
He can go on late, it doesn't matter. He just has to get off on time because, you know, all the buildings have strict curfews, so...
Right. When you do a concert, you can't stay there all night. It
Yeah,
costs
no, I mean,
extra
they will
money to
literally just
stay.
turn the power off and turn the lights on and people start filing out. So you can't do that. So he can go on whenever he wants. He can do whatever he wants.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me. I don't even pay attention.
But it does affect your show.
He
if
just has to come off stage at the allotted time that he's supposed to be off stage. That's the only thing. And, you know, he went on late, which I didn't care. I was in my
How many
dressing
minutes
room.
late? Half
I don't
hour?
even know. I think he was like 20 minutes late, 25
Okay.
minutes late. I wasn't even paying attention, really, because I was in my dressing room getting ready. So, you know, whatever he does, I'll monitor what he does. I just happened to that night. Sometimes in the dressing rooms, they have TVs so you can watch the other acts while you're getting ready. So that night, I just happened to be watching.
Right.
Normally, I wouldn't have because I'd be too busy. And he went, you know, and then he went on late, which was fine. I didn't care. But then he wasn't coming off on time, and he was kind of going, and I'm like, you know,
dude, you're
someone's got to go out there and, you know, which sometimes it happens, you know, 5 minutes, something, you go, you know, can't judge everything perfectly. But I'm like, is someone going to stand off the side of the stage and start waving, you know, flashing the flashlight, like, time to get off, you know.
Right.
And just kind of kept going and going. And then he finally came off whatever time, and, you know, whatever. We played our show, and it wasn't until the next day that it sort of turned into a thing.
He badmouthed you.
Yeah, because in his mind, he thought I had some, like, he couldn't play his last song which I didn't even know. But it had nothing to do with me. I mean, he
Right.
went on he went on late.
He went on late. He's got to end his
It
set.
was the chaos of his show, and it had nothing to do with me. And
but he blamed you.
Yeah, he got on stage and started ranting and raving about me. And
What did he say about you?
I missed a lot of it because I was backstage getting ready, but I saw some of it on TV, and I'm like, he's screaming, "I'm going to kick somebody's ass!" And I was watching on TV like, what is he talking about?
Right.
Not realizing he's talking about me.
Right.
I'm just watching like, who's he mad at? Because he's always
There's always something going
I mean, you
on.
know him, and this is not gossip. He always seems to be mad at somebody.
Right. He
That's just
needs
sort of-
that.
yeah, he's like, I just figured it was some crew guy that did something, and he was pissed off about sound guy.
Right. He's a drama queen.
So he's just ranting and raving, and eventually, after watching it for 5 minutes, I realized he's talking about me. Like,
Poor
what the
you.
fuck did I do? I'm back here minding my own business.
Right.
You know, and he's out there, and I'm like, I was like, oh, I'll just not say anything. I'll just ignore it because that's just sort
'Cause you're
of the way
above it.
things are.
Yeah.
But it kept going and going, and you can only be pushed so far. So when he came off stage,
Yeah, you feel like a
I
douche.
bolted backstage into his dressing room with the ridiculous thought, like, I'm just going to punch him in the face, and that's
Right.
going to be the end of that, and we won't have to talk about it anymore.
Right.
And I ran in there, and I think he was sort of like, hey, whatever. But I was pissed.
Hey, whatever.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if he even
So wait,
realizes
you
the things he says sometimes.
let me understand something. So you go charging back. Can you beat him up, by the way? I mean, have you assessed that situation before you go charging in there?
I don't know how you would assess the situation.
Right. Are you a good fighter?
It's not something that I want to do.
Right. Have you been in fights?
It would be absurd. Not since like you're a kid.
Right.
Like who gets into a fight as an adult?
Very few people.
It's pretty absurd.
Yeah.
What is happening? But you just get pissed. I mean, you know.
Right.
But it almost happens. I mean, it seems like this.
So you charge into his dressing room. You say, "Hey, Marilyn Manson."
I didn't go in there like, "Oh, I'm going to fight." I just kind of went in like, "What the fuck is your problem?"
And what did he think? Did he explain himself?
Not really. He sort of started to, and I just basically, I was pretty calm about it. I was pissed, but calm. I was just like, look, man, I don't fuck with your show. I didn't fucking do anything with your show. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so what the fuck?
And all of a sudden, when you confront a guy like that,
Well,
suddenly...
then he didn't really know. I just think that he just starts saying things. He's not thinking that someone's actually going to be pissed about it.
Right.
And not just shrug it off like, If it was backstage, I might have just not shrugged it off. But, like, if you're going to go in front of the crowd and say the whole thing, now it just became, like, a real thing you just created.
So after you
that
confront
I'm still
him...
talking about.
Yes,
obviously.
but after you confront him... I just want to understand how you handled it. After you confront him, then you go out on stage and you start singing "Fuck Marilyn Manson," right?
Well, yeah, because I don't remember what I did. I don't remember.
I'll
but
play it for you.
Don't play it.
Come on, I
hate
want to
hearing
play.
live music.
Wait.
No, I can imagine.
All right, you don't want to hear it?
No, I hate hearing
It's
live
so
recordings.
great.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I was just, after I got off stage, it's like, oh, this is so stupid.
Right.
But
so even after confronting him and he gave you his explanation,
he never really gave me an explanation.
That's when you went on stage.
I was just.
Is that when you went on stage and said "fuck Marilyn Manson" and all that other stuff? Because that's what made my news. That's what made my
Yeah.
radar.
So it made it seem like I started the whole thing. Obviously.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't, have any reason to be mad at him for anything.
How do you feel about the two of you doing a boxing match on my show? Would you consent
I feel
to that?
that's a mature way to just
Yeah, why not? Let's get it over
No,
with.
the thing is, like, the next day, nobody cared, but it's like, it seems like this big deal. And then, that was like almost like the first week of the tour. Then we did all of the U.S. and all of Europe together.
Who patches things up between you guys when you have a big, tour like that and it's bound to make a lot of money? Who actually intervenes and says, "Oh, come on, guys, let's sit down and work this out business-wise"?
Well, I mean, after it happened that night, his whole his manager and Twiggy and stuff were all in my dressing room, like, apologizing, like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry. This is so fucked up."
Right.
I was like, by that point, I was like, "Who cares? Fuck it." So I basically just approached like, what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk to each other for the entire tour. It doesn't affect our shows. But, our tour manager used to be their tour manager or I don't remember how it went. And he sort of, I think, was in the middle of it.
You're all artists. You're all trying to make a living.
It's like, it was absurd, but everyone's, sometimes people just push you and you're like, especially, I think it's when you try so hard to make something like fair, like, okay, it's 50-50, that way no one can say shit, and then someone starts something, you're like,
because you couldn't come up with a more fair business arrangement. It's like, hey, you make 50, I'll make 50. Let's shut up and go make some money.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way, because and you don't want it to be some ego thing. So if it's kind of like, you get everything I get, you do your whole thing, I do my whole thing, done.
Would you go out on tour with him again?
Probably, yeah.
Does it give you pause now when you say, hey, when I pick a guy I'm going to go on tour with, I got to really make sure?
No, it never happened before. We've done so many tours. I mean, I've toured endlessly for 25 years and literally never had a problem with it.
Do you still like touring?
Yeah, that's the best part about it. That's the only thing, like when we're talking about CDs and all that, and vinyl. But touring is the only thing that hasn't changed. That's exactly the same.
And it feels good to go out on the road and do all that stuff?
Great.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this directing thing now is getting very
Does that work with a music career? I don't even. I think
What,
those
directing?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I think do they come from different places in you, Rob, or is it the same kind of
pretty different.
creative process?
It's it's real different. I mean, I used to do this thing that didn't work where I would make a record and tour and do that for a couple of years and then stop and then make a movie and just be in that world for years at a time. And literally when I'd be done making the movie and doing that whole stuff, I'd be like, I don't even remember how to play a show. I don't even remember what I used to do. It would feel so separate because you go from being out front, having to make a spectacle of yourself, to being so far behind the scenes that you don't even talk to people practically.
I read an interview with some director who said you really don't know how to direct a movie until you've directed at least 4 or 5 movies. That I know what it was somebody commenting on the fact that Jon Stewart wants to direct a movie, and the guy was saying it was probably a mistake. I was reading this critique. He goes, it's probably a mistake because it takes 4 or 5 movies before you really know what the hell you're doing. You agree with that?
Do you feel that way?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can with each one you learn enough that you can get through the next thing and you can make it better and you learn stuff. But I don't know if you probably even after 5 movies, if you feel like, oh, I got this.
Right.
It's like with anything. The more you learn, the more, and it sounds so cliche, but the more you learn, the more you feel like, oh God, the more there is to do. But
yeah, I find with me, I gotta jump into something and delve into it completely. I can't just be into one thing and then another thing and then another thing. You got to really sort of immerse yourself in it, right? What, you started directing stuff when you were doing rock videos, right?
Well, that's why I started with videos, and now what I've been doing in between movies is doing some TV and some TV commercials.
Yeah, what was that commercial you did for like Woolite or something?
I did a Woolite commercial, and I've done some other ones since then.
Now that seems odd.
No, you know what? I've always heard...
Rob Zombie for Woolite.
I've always heard that commercial directing is probably the best training for movie directing. That these are the guys...
a story.
These are guys who actually are on the cutting edge of the technology. Because commercials, they put up a lot of money for them, and you can experiment, right?
Well, what's good about what I like about commercials is it feels like, it'd be like if you did a tour and you played one show a year, and after that show you'd be like, that was a terrible show. You need to do in a lot of shows. You kind of get in the groove, and at least the commercials, you feel like you keep your sort of directing chops up because you're there and you're working. Because sometimes if you haven't done a movie for 2 years, you walk on set and you feel like this is awkward.
Where is this Woolite commercial? I want to see it. I mean, did you do some sort of weird commercial, or was it like
pretty
a straight...
weird. It was the thing with the commercials, they're not my ideas. They come to you. The ad agency has agonized over it for sometimes a year.
Wow.
And they bring you the boards. But I mean, it's it's all over YouTube for sure. But
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty. But what I liked about it, they wanted to do something, of course, that was like scary.
Right.
It's a pretty weird Woolite commercial. It looks like a guy's dragging a dead body through a field.
For Woolite?
For Woolite.
Wow. How weird. Was this an internet commercial? They didn't air it.
No, it's still on TV. It was so successful then they're still running it. They've been running it for 2 years. I've seen it so much on television.
Do you get paid every time they run it? Is it one of those? No, you don't. You get paid one shot deal.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
So a person is dragging somebody...
Dragging like what looks like a body bag through a field, in like this creepy field, and there's a spooky house and stuff. He looks like a serial killer. And then he starts pulling out laundry and torturing the laundry on these torture devices. And it's like, don't torture your clothes, use Woolite. But at the end of the commercial, there's all the nice stuff, like the pretty people wearing their nice clothes.
Yeah.
That was the stuff that was fun to film because it was so easy.
Are you becoming the guy who they go to for horror movies and stuff? I mean, are you only going to be a horror movie director?
No, this movie I just did will be the last one that I do, I think.
You're talking about... The new movie, by the way, is called... Hold on, Lords of Salem.
Yeah, the Lords of Salem.
Which opens nationwide this Friday. Were you, we've discussed this a million times, but were you upset that they put on the Munsters television show and they didn't tap you for that? Because no one is a bigger Munsters fan besides myself. Well, you and me, right?
No, I never even crossed my mind. I figured like with TV shows, it's like...
Did you watch the Munsters, the
remake? I missed
remake?
it because I was on tour. And I forgot to watch it.
You never saw it?
I never got to see it.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
like Robin didn't think it was good.
But
I loved it.
I was unsure of it till that night at your house hanging out with Jerry. And he's so funny.
Right.
I like...
You got it.
I got why they would cast him because he's so funny.
How big of a Munsters fan are you? If I was to ask you questions about the Munsters, do you think you could answer them?
I don't know.
I want to test you.
I wore this for you today.
Oh, yeah, you got the Herman Munster shirt. I love the Munster.
But,
let me see how good you are. I'm going to give you a
bet
test.
I won't remember any of them.
Let's see.
There was a time where I was.
How many times have you watched the Munsters, the episodes?
I don't know. I mean, I've been watching it over and over since I was a little kid, but I haven't watched it recently.
Let me see how you do. I'm going to really test you now. Let's call this the Munsters game.
Okay.
With my special guest, Rob Zombie.
Right.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I don't know.
Herman drove the Munster coach. What was the name of Grandpa's coffin car?
Well, that's easy. Dragula,
of course. I guess start you off. All right, that's one. You got it
That'd be
right.
nice. I don't get that one.
All right. Of course, you wrote a song called Dragula.
Yes.
All right.
Softball question.
There were two actresses who played Marilyn. Name them.
There was first Beverly Owen, who quit after 13 episodes because she wanted to be with her boyfriend. Who
Yes.
didn't, that didn't go anywhere. And then Pat Priest replaced her.
Excellent. That is correct.
Which, it's funny as a kid when they would always do that, you wouldn't even notice. You'd go like, why does she look weird now?
Yeah, and it was weird, too, because
Like
the
the two
original
Darrens.
Marilyn was young, and then the one they got second was like an old 44-year-old woman.
I think she was only 30.
30-something. But back then it was like old.
But at least she was blonde. You could always tell the first one. I think she was always wearing a wig because she'd always wear like a...
And Beverly Owen had to leave because her boyfriend lived in New York.
Yeah.
She marries the fucking guy, gives up the Munsters, and guess what? They got a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
She could be at a convention signing pictures of herself from 40 years ago right now.
What was the name of Grandpa's pet bat?
I assume it was Igor.
Correct. What do you mean you assume it was Igor?
That's the first thing that popped in my head, but I wasn't...
All right.
You know.
Now, here's a good one. Let me see how good you are.
Okay.
What was the name of the funeral parlor that Herman worked at?
Gateman, Goodman, and Graves, I think.
Oh, my God. Beautiful. Gateman, Goodberry, and Graves.
Yeah.
I am
Look
very
at you.
impressed.
What was the name of Herman's twin brother?
That I don't think I'm going to remember.
Come on, you can pull this out.
His twin brother.
Herman had a twin brother.
Yeah, he was all like... He was always wearing an ascot.
Right.
I can't think
Herman's brother wore an ascot?
He was more refined than Herman.
Starts with a C.
I can't think of it right now.
Charlie.
Oh, okay.
How do you not know that?
It's early. But that was the name of the episode, too, he was on. Something with the name Charlie in it.
In the episode entitled...
Monsterologist.
In the end... listen, this guy's good. Rob comes to my house, and we sit and watch Munsters.
Oh, my God.
On the big screen, though.
On the big screen. I got a big screen.
He built the
Is it
screening room so we
different?
can watch the Munsters.
Yeah, it was
Is
so
it
much fun. And it was weird because Jimmy Kimmel was over, and I think I don't know that Jimmy's that into the Munsters.
Jimmy doesn't dig the Munsters.
But he wanted to bond with us, so he sat and watched the Munsters with us because we were insane. In the episode entitled Herman the Rookie, what baseball team did Herman try out for?
Oh, good question. I haven't seen that episode in a long time. I don't know, was it the Dodgers?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Look at you.
that was a guess, though.
Don't you remember? Because I forget who was in the episode. But
Some episodes... Was Sandy Koufax the episode?
Yeah. What was the name of Eddie's doll?
Oh, that was Woof Woof.
Correct, Woof Woof.
Look at the ear was always coming off.
Wow.
My God, you spent a lot of time.
Oh, what, you think Rob had a life? If there wasn't for rock music, he'd still be in his room watching. You ever think about that, like what you'd be doing if it wasn't for rock music? Like
it would. Well, yeah, it would be sad because I remember having that moment. I think you ever have that moment where you're like, you might only be 21, but I had no job. I had got kicked out of college, and I remember sitting in my crappy apartment in New Jersey thinking, well, you did it. You're a loser. With nothing in sight, like, you did it. You're a loser.
What was the college?
Parsons School of Design.
Yeah. You got kicked out?
Well, I would never go, so my grades got so low they kicked me out.
Did your parents pay for it, or did you pay for it?
Well, no, they paid for it. I since paid them back, but
were they livid? Like, hey, we're paying for this.
I think they were relieved. I mean, they didn't pay beyond what I went. So
yeah, but I'm just saying, they're paying for it, and then they have this son who, like isn't even going to class, and they're probably like, why the hell are you making us pay for this
Well, I'm
thing?
sure for many years, yeah, it was a horrible disappointment.
What were you thinking not going to class? Why?
I was thinking that I moved from a boring town, and I was in New York City, and it was more fun to go to Danceteria all night long than to get up and go to class.
You went to a place called Danceteria?
Yeah, remember that place?
But you didn't dance.
No, it was just called Danceteria for whatever reason. It was a cheesy name, but it was 4 or 5 floors, and it was a great place.
And you get laid there?
No.
Did you have the whole beard and the whole look?
No, I don't. I was pretty young. I don't think our beard would have grown then.
In high school, were you happening at all? I mean, were you getting laid, or were you just like kind of a loser?
What are we doing right now?
What do you mean?
You're reading me questions about the Munsters.
Oh.
Doesn't that answer the other question you just asked me?
Yeah, right. Okay. How old were you when you first got a woman?
I don't know, 16 maybe?
16? Oh, so you weren't doing so bad.
Well, when you're 16, it seems horrible. I usually think it should be like...
What was the name of the old ring Eddie found in the attic that carried a terrible curse?
Oh, yeah. That was...
This would be really incredible if you
Yeah,
got
no, I
this.
think it's... I forget how they would say it. It's almost like Lugosi is like the word, but...
Very good.
But is that the word?
It's
it was
an
sort of a
emerald.
different...
It's the...
I can't remember how they would...
It was the...
Emerald Lugosi?
It was it was the Fregosi.
Fregosi, yeah.
Emerald.
The
Very good.
Fregosi.
I'm going to give you that one. That was close.
I think I was never quite sure what Grandpa was saying when he would say it.
Herman, it's the Fregosi Emerald.
Yeah, like...
Okay, if you get this, you will be the greatest Munsters trivia
I already
expert
got one
of all
wrong,
time.
so I'm not.
Yeah, but this is a tough one. Very few people know this one. What was Herman's wife's name in the pilot? It was not Lily.
Oh, yeah, and it wasn't...
it was not Lily.
It wasn't Yvonne DiCarlo either.
No.
It was... I got to replay that episode in my head because Happy Durman was the Eddie that they didn't use, who was horrible.
That's right. That's right. A lot of the...
And, yeah, what was her name?
I'll give it to you.
No, I'll think of it.
All right, go ahead.
Damn it. Phoebe.
That's correct. Phoebe. Holy mackerel.
Who played her?
Who played her?
I forget. I read this recently too. It's weird that it wasn't Lily. It wasn't. And they had a hard time. They had a hard time getting Yvonne DiCarlo to do it.
Well, yeah, I suppose there was a lot of attitude because I guess they considered her a movie star.
Yeah.
But,
And she didn't want to do TV. Meanwhile, it's the best thing ever happened to her.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, one last one, and that's it. Phoebe is awesome. I should probably stop there.
Was it Joan Marshall that played you?
I don't remember. Who provided the primary voice for the Raven and the cuckoo clock that bugs her?
Probably Mel Blanc.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, look at you. Look at that. Impressive, no?
I thought those questions would be harder. That's why I was afraid of.
Who was the band that came on the Munsters, remember?
Standells.
Right. Joe asked that from Mount Pleasant. Okay, Joe, there's your answer. Wow. Yeah, you should have directed the Munsters movie or something.
I still want to see that TV show just to...
Yeah, it was good.
Did it
I
seem
thought
like
so.
the Munsters, or was it just something...
No, it was something cool, though. It was it was different. It was all right. So...
Did you say Joan Marshall? You're right.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's on fire. I'm telling you, when I watch the Munsters with him, it's a pure delight. Like, he's sitting there mouthing all the words,
There's some great stuff in there, too, some bloopers. There's one scene, I can't remember what episode it was, where Herman's coming down the stairs and he's talking to Lily, and a crew guy wanders by in the background, and they didn't cut it. It's like just some guy in a white T-shirt walks by in the back. It's so funny.
See, that's why you can't recreate that.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
The best one, remember the episode with Zombo?
Zombo is the best episode
one,
ever.
Louis Nye.
Right. Yes.
But like at the beginning of that episode when Eddie's sitting on the... I guess I did watch the Munsters a lot.
Yeah.
Beginning of the episode when Eddie's sitting on the front porch talking to his friends about Zombo.
Right.
Eddie must have learned everyone's lines because when the other kids are talking, he's mouthing the words to what they're saying through the whole thing.
Don't you remember when we were watching Zombo together?
Maybe that's what we're...
Yeah, right. That's the Zombo is the best one.
That's my favorite one.
Because Eddie thought Zombo was a real guy, and then when he learns he isn't, he's completely destroyed. It's awesome. Anyway, so the new movie, Rob, we could do this all day.
Oh,
maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe we should do it all day. People like it. The new movie is called... Well, first of all, I should tell you the new CD is called Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor, which is some name. I still fantasize. I screwed up so bad when we recorded
Why
together.
do you always say that? You always say that.
You know I did. You can be honest. I couldn't get the voice you wanted me to get. I should have sang it in my regular voice.
Yeah.
And I still feel... I need to get back in the studio and record that thing
Are you going to
properly.
redo?
We need to do an updated version of that.
I need a remake on
Because
that.
I can see from Twitter you want to get rid of it.
No, I don't.
Oh, then why is everyone always tweeting me?
No.
We got to keep that song.
That song is always going to be the theme song. But we had a theme song contest, so people thought, you want to get rid of Rob saying it. But no, it was just something
well,
fun
I'll
to do.
ignore all that.
Yeah, no. That
I
will
thought it was
always
out the window.
But the new movie is called The Lords of Salem. Are you nervous about the box office here? You always say no, but I don't believe you. I think you are.
I'm not, because this movie's a little different. Like the last couple movies I did, like the Halloween films, they were coming out on 4,000 screens, big wide release. This is a smaller release. So
what does that mean? I mean, I have
less
to go
screens.
I have to search around for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, a little bit more. I mean, it won't be. It'll be. If you want to see it, you can find it, but it's not going to be every single theater you go to.
But you made a statement. You said, hey, my movies are not for everyone, that I know that half the audience will like it and half the audience won't, and I don't care. You don't care. Well, you can't please everyone.
I wouldn't know how to please everyone if I had to.
Right. You don't do market research on these things?
Well, no, because, I mean, we would not with this film, but with the other films, you know, you do the test screening and you listen to it, but you can't. What can you derive from that?
Did you write the script for Lords of Salem?
Yeah.
And what is this script? What is it about? In other words, it's a radio disc jockey, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a show that's sort of like, you know, the bad version of this show.
So was I the inspiration for your movie? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Yeah,
well, there's a character that's sort of like if you and Fred were one person.
I see. Wow. We are one person.
But actually inhabiting one body.
So there's a character where so there's a disc jockey, and the disc jockey, what, becomes possessed by witches?
Eventually, yes, because of her lineage back to something that happened in 1697
And your wife
yada, yada.
plays the disc jockey?
Well, she's one of them. She's sort of the Robin. Who laughs happily at everything that...
Not everything, trust me.
The two-headed Howard and Fred creature says, even when it's not funny.
I see.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah.
No, in the movie.
In the movie,
not
in real life. Yeah, she laughs only at funny things.
Always funny in real life.
That's
it's
right.
just not in the movie.
And so your philosophy I like about this movie. You said corporate America wants everyone to like everything all the time, that their expectation is that businesses are like...
When did I say all this important stuff?
You said corporate America wants everyone to like everything. You must like all TV shows. You must like all products because that's how they make the most money. But the things that I've always loved, this is you talking, aren't the things that always make the most money.
Well, of course,
and you're right.
I mean, the stuff that I love, I mean... I think there's a few things in life that made a fortune that everybody loves, like the Beatles.
Right.
That everyone goes, okay, it was hugely popular and amazing, but most of the time that's not the case.
But do you think you say that because you're fearful that America will not love your film? You're saying it out of fear rather than confidence.
No, I think I'm just being honest for a change, because you just realize, I mean, I think what happens after a while is you just realize, it becomes like, what are you chasing? You know, because I see people do that, like they just seem... not to name anybody, but after a certain age, you see someone, you go like, you're already the #1 box office star in the world. You have $1 billion. Why do you seem so
miserable,
paranoid? You seem miserable, and you seem so desperate to have everyone love you all the time.
Yes.
Who gives a shit?
Well, if you truly feel that way, that's extremely healthy, because rather than sitting and creating art for the masses, you're sitting and creating art because you love it. And that's probably purest.
I think the big thing that changed my mind on that was when I made the first Halloween movie, there was stuff about it I wasn't happy with. So it always bothered me. And then the movie came out, and it was #1, and it made a fortune and broke the box office records. And it didn't make me happy, because I was so hyper-obsessed on what was wrong with the film in my mind that I knew at that moment that will never matter to me.
Do you think things were wrong with it because you were trying to make it commercially successful and you were trying to please all of your corporate masters?
I think at that point, I don't remember, but it was just, I felt rushed. I felt there were too many cooks in the kitchen, like, you know how it becomes.
So how much money did it cost to make Lords of Salem?
Oh, this is a cheaper film. This was only like $2.5 million.
$2.5 million
bucks. Smaller.
How could you make a movie for that these days?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and so you made it for $2.5 million. So if the movie makes $20 million, you're hit a home run, right?
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. That's what's great about it too, where I don't have to worry, because it's gonna make money no matter what.
Right.
So I guess you can stop worrying once that factor comes out.
Are other rock and roll people, particularly in the heavy metal genre, jealous of you because you have something more going on than just music?
I don't think so. No.
I do.
I never noticed that.
Why does this guy from Gwar give you a hard time?
I don't know.
He does. You know that.
No, I don't know.
He does.
I don't know. I don't know anything about...
He's always...
I haven't thought about Gwar in a long time.
Do you know these guys in Gwar?
I don't think so. I mean, I remember I met some of them. I remember the first time I saw them was like, like a million years ago when I first heard of them.
Did you like them?
I thought it was a pretty crazy show.
Right.
I haven't seen them in 20 years, but
are they still
I know
around?
I've met somebody in the band. I know there's certain people that I have met that I don't think are in the band anymore, but, you know.
I see.
Something I thought about.
These guys in Guar want to direct a Woolite commercial, and they see you getting all this work.
Well, that's when it happens, you know.
That's right.
That's the things like that.
Do you have, so what is the next move in terms of being a movie director? I know you put out the new album. That's out now. Then you've got this movie, Lords of Salem. What's the next move in terms of movies if you're not doing horror movies?
Well, the next movie that I'm doing is this movie called The Broad Street Bullies.
This is the hockey movie?
The hockey movie, yeah.
Who knew you do not look like a hockey fanatic.
Well, you know,
What does he look like, Howard?
He looks like
Monsters
a man who's a fan of the homeless. Rob, will you ever change your look? It's a look you have never changed. You always have the beard and mustache. You always have the long dreads.
I don't know, maybe someday.
You would never give it up. And why should you?
Maybe as a director, you should have a different look.
Yeah, maybe an ascot, like Charlie, Herman's brother.
I should. Yeah. Does he have a monocle also?
Yeah, he did. He had a monocle.
I believe you're right, yes.
That's right.
I'm in a smoking jacket.
Right. Seriously, is this a look that will always be you?
I don't know.
Do people ever say you've got to change your look? This is, it's just too long like this.
No. I mean, maybe. But I think for what I do with music, it seems like, I mean, I don't keep it. It's just, you know, your look is your look. It's just you. But after a while,
it fits.
It's just what you do. I mean, I think that's the one thing that's great about hard rock, metal, whatever. It's not trendy. I mean, the bands are just how they are. You don't expect them to change with the times.
Are you sorry you're so heavily tattooed?
No.
You are not? I got that impression you were. I called you up. I was in Los Angeles. I was looking to get a Bianca tattoo because my dog had died.
Yeah.
And I called you. I figured, well, if anyone knows where to go for a tattoo, it would be you. And I called you, and you were like, "Oh man, I don't even know anymore. I'm not in that world. I don't."
I haven't gotten a tattoo in a long time, but
well, you have no room left.
Well, I don't know. For me, for some weird reason, it seemed like each one I got as I got older, it hurt more.
Right.
Until I was like, "This is miserable."
But when
I was younger, I didn't seem to care. But why does it seem so miserable?
When you're nude. And I mean, you're heavily tattooed. Where is your chest tattooed?
No, it's really just my arms.
Just your arms.
Yeah,
that's it.
A little bit on my chest, not much.
When you're nude, do you ever look at yourself and say, you know, my look would be much better if I wasn't so heavily tattooed?
No, I actually think sometimes I'm so used to having my arms tattooed and having most of the people that are around me tattooed the same way, that when people's arms aren't tattooed, it actually looks kind of funny to me.
Right. Because I mean, when you're in rock and roll,
that actually looks funny.
It's true. When you're in rock and roll, everyone walking around on stage is heavily tattooed.
Yeah. So when you see someone and their arms are bare, it looks like they have little baby arms.
When you did it, though, it wasn't such a popular trend to get tattooed. I'm sure your family was quite disturbed because they probably thought you were like the tattooed man.
I don't remember. I mean, I think at that point, I was probably still a horrible disappointment.
Are your parents disappointed in you?
No, I don't think so.
Do you ever see them?
Yeah, I see them all the time.
I get the feeling like you don't have any, even when I started to ask you about high school and about your parents, I feel like you completely clam up.
I do.
Yeah, why?
I clam up wisely on this show about anything that's real.
Well, no, you don't. You just talked about the Munsters. What's more real than that?
Yeah, I'm good with that subject. That I'll let
Your
loose
parents
on.
still live in Jersey?
No, they live in California.
They live in California. And you go
Do
and
you have siblings?
I have one brother who lives in California. He lives in Burbank.
Does he have the long beard and the tattoos and the hair?
No, he has...
He's got a normal job?
No, he's in a band, too. He has, like, kind of like Billy Idol style hair.
Yeah, I remember him. That's right. He wears an ascot, though, when he directs, doesn't he? Yeah.
So I can't do that because it's...
I see. So, the new movie is... Lords of Salem.
Yes.
It's got to make some money.
Yes, it has to make some money.
Right, it's a horror
But you
movie.
got to look for it because it's not on every screen.
Right, Robin. How will you find it, Robin?
It's as they say, limited at the moment, and then they'll put on more screens.
Oh, okay.
Rob, any regrets in your career?
I feel like when I was listening to Bradley Cooper in here explaining Silver Linings Playbook,
right.
trying to explain to you that this is a real movie, Howard. It's just on limited screens at this point.
Right. And Rob, are there any regrets in your life? Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with everything you've done?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I have nothing to complain about.
Is being a rock star the greatest career a man can have?
I think it must be, yeah.
It has to be,
awesome.
right? Is it an amazing feeling when you're up on stage and
it's great. I mean, I think it's truthfully more fun now than ever. Because when you're young, it seems like you find, like everything, you complain about everything, everything's a problem, the band can't stand each other, and every year that goes by, it becomes more fun, and great, you know.
Still happy not having children? You and your wife?
Yes, that I'm not very happy about.
You don't like kids?
It's fine if they're someone else's kids.
Right.
For a limited amount of time.
Right. You just could not handle it. If your wife said to you tomorrow, I need to have children.
I couldn't. I don't think I can handle it.
You would say, look, that's it.
Because
get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, kids, it's like after 5 minutes, I'm like, that
That's
was
it.
great. I'm done.
You don't
that
like-
was really good. You ran up and down the hall 3 times, and it was funny, and I'm good.
Because you're a creative guy. You're not bored. You're not looking for something to do, right? You're busy.
I don't know anyone who has kids that's happy about it. Everyone I know who has kids does everything in their power to push them off onto somebody else all day long. You know?
I see a lot of that myself.
You know,
yeah.
I don't know anyone
see
who spends
people.
every waking. I mean, it's funny. I mean, when I was a kid, it seemed like I must have drove my mother up the wall. Like you were always around mom. Now it's like
she
mom's a stranger.
And now look at you. I mean, what good did it do her having kids?
Right, you left her.
Right.
After all
What
that.
a waste of time. That's what I feel sometimes, though. I think back and go, wow, it must have really been.
Where were you when you
drag.
saw a kid smash his head from the balcony? He jumped off the balcony. Was it at one of your shows?
Well, that happens a lot.
People jump from the balcony?
It seems like it's a little less common, but like back in the 90s, it seemed like people weren't really thinking.
People were committing suicide, or they were just sort of
No,
high?
they were just. I think there was a moment when I don't know. I the time frame I can't remember, but you know, the sort of like mosh pit, all that stage diving stuff, which
Yeah.
was always sort of like a punk rock small club sort of thing.
Yeah. And people start to think they're
Which is
invincible.
okay because you're jumping off the stage at CBGB's, which is about 1.5 feet high.
Right.
And what's the worst thing you're going to do is nothing.
Right.
And then suddenly you move it to an arena level and you're jumping off a stage that's 8 feet high off the balcony. And, it's brutal.
Yeah. You saw a kid split his head open, right?
Yeah, well, because they don't realize that. Well, they get on stage sometimes. This doesn't really happen anymore. It seems like this has died down. But, you try to make that jump from the stage over the barricade into the front row. And it's pretty far sometimes.
Yeah.
And they forget that they got to clear the monitors, and they're not really getting a good jump.
Yeah.
So, it gets pretty ugly sometimes.
Yeah. Do you ever warn the kids at the beginning, don't jump, don't make that kind of mistake?
No, because with most things, saying to someone, don't jump, is like saying, please try to jump.
Was it a true story, Rob? I can't tell if you were joking about this or not, but I do want the true answer. That you once claimed to smoke crack with Ozzy Osbourne and Rick James. Were you joking?
Of course I was joking.
What do you mean, of course? Why would you joke about something like that? The story
because I was
that
on VH1, I think, and I thought it would be funny to talk.
But when
there
you
was a
say
picture
something,
of me and Rick. The guy asked me. There was a picture of me, Rick James, and Ozzy.
Right.
At something. I think we're at the Grammy Museum or some broadcasting museum, some party. Clearly, like at something like that, and the guy asked me about it. So I just thought the truth was incredibly boring. So I just
made it up.
And it was. I thought it was pretty obvious I was joking, but
you've never done drugs?
Not like that.
Smoke weed?
Not really. No.
Shrooms?
No.
Acid?
Well, what drugs did you do?
Hash, a little hash.
Hash oil?
I don't really like it.
It's not for you, right?
I don't like it.
Do you drink at all?
Not really anymore.
I don't think I've ever seen you drink. Have I?
At your house, yes.
You do? You do drink? You have a little wine or something.
I don't like it I don't really anymore. I would, but I don't like that feeling of not being in control of my brain. It really bothers me.
You ever do Zycam? That's what I'm on right now.
That's what Howard's doing
I
the
feel a
show
cold
on
coming
today.
on. What do you do when you have a cold coming on and you have to go out
And you're
on tour?
got to go on stage.
What do you do?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be a horrible show.
And it's going to blow your voice out.
Yeah, and you just want to apologize to the audience in advance.
Right.
It doesn't happen very often, though.
Wow.
I almost never get sick.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, try doing America's Got Talent and then a radio show and you'll get sick, believe me.
You're around
Rob's
too many people.
You'll stress
Doing
out.
shows
not many people in here
and
today,
making movies.
Do you know
and
why?
You're complaining
Right.
about radio and America's Got Talent.
Do you know why you don't get sick? I'll tell you why. You don't stress out. You're like, hey, I made
do
a movie.
eat healthy, though, and I think that does matter. It seems like a wasteful thing sometimes, but it really seems to make a difference.
What does it mean, eat healthy? Everyone has a different definition of that. What are you eating?
Well, I don't eat meat. I stopped eating meat like in high school.
Right. Red meat.
All meat.
All meat.
I don't eat any meat. I don't eat any dairy.
No
Basically,
cheese.
No
Poultry?
cheese. No.
No chicken.
Just
Fish?
total vegan diet.
What about
Oh.
fish?
No fish.
No fish.
No fish.
You're a vegan? How come
Yeah.
I don't know that? I've fed you many times.
You've
You
had him
weren't
at
paying
your
attention
house
to what I was eating, though.
I really don't. You know what? I totally.
I go through that little line of food in the kitchen. I go, what am I going to have here?
Oh, why didn't you say you were vegan? Who knew?
Because being a vegan's a pain in the ass for everybody.
It is. It's such a pain in the ass.
I'll never be back to your house.
No kid. Why did you become a vegan? Was it a moral thing? Like you felt wrong?
Well,
I
at
know
first
you
it was
love
just
animals.
a vegetarian thing.
Yeah.
Which I was.
Right.
You know, and then, because, you know, when I stopped eating all that, and, you know, when you're 18, you're not thinking about health stuff because you feel healthy. But now it's a total health thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you love animals.
Yeah, I just feel bad about it, which I guess people think is stupid. But
Your wonderful dog died recently.
yes, that was horrible.
Tough.
Right before I came to your house the other day.
Yeah, Dracula.
Yeah.
What a great name for a dog.
That was a great dog.
Dracula was a good boy.
Yeah, it really sucks, as you know, because it's like when you get a good pet, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get a pet and they're crazy.
Who's an asshole, right?
Yeah. And you spend
And you can't wait for them to
every
go.
year goes by, like, is this animal ever gonna not be insane? And the answer's no. And then
I was very moved by how upset you were because I got upset when my dog died, Bianca, and
well,
recently,
it was almost at the exact same time. It was almost like a month later.
and the two of us were commiserating that we missed our dogs.
Yeah, which unfortunately was when Jimmy was having his party.
Yeah, it was a real bummer. Now, you were a real drag.
You two were all
Yeah.
bummed out.
That's right.
Yeah. When the Jimmys were having their party.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
Not only did my dog Bianca
Robin
die,
did quite a bit
but
of
my
singing
dog
that night.
My other dog
Oh,
Java recently died just a couple of weeks ago.
Really? You didn't
Yes.
tell us Java
I know.
died.
I don't even like talking about it.
Oh, dear.
You had another dog?
I had another dog when I was married to, you know.
Oh. I
And
never met that dog.
yeah, Java. Yeah, you never met Java.
Yeah.
Wonderful dog.
Java lasted a long time.
I would say, Java, come! And Java would come.
How old was Java?
Java was already like, I think, 15 or something like
Wow.
that. Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
well,
lived
you had a
long time.
bulldog and I had a pug, and they're kind of in the same boat. They don't live
Yeah, they
that
don't
long.
last long.
Although,
I think when people think Rob Zombie, they don't think he cares about dogs or anything. You know, I think they think you're an anarchist and a horrible person, right?
I always find that the people that seem the craziest are always the ones who care about animals the most, and the people that are like, you know, seem like they're so compassionate don't care.
Right.
But I have another dog now that I got.
Godzilla.
I got as a puppy when Dracula was still alive. And the funny thing is, he's grown up now, and it seems like it's Dracula again.
Godzilla has really become a mensch. In other words, Godzilla behaves himself and doesn't really.
Sometimes he's still a puppy. He's still kind of spastic puppy, but you know, it's like it's turning into the same dog almost. It's kind of weird. So it makes it, because I feel bad for you because you didn't.
I have 4 cats.
Yeah, you become a cat guy.
I'm going to get I'll get a dog.
Cats are
eventually.
good though. If you
but
get, if
my
you get
cats
good,
don't do well with dogs. They just, I don't know. They were okay. And now I
Get
got
a
4 of
puppy.
them.
But they're already grown when you got them, right? You didn't get kittens.
No,
Right.
no.
Yeah, that's why.
No.
That's
All
why.
right.
As you're rescuing them.
Well,
Everyone's tuning out there.
as long as you're not forcing Godzilla to be Dracula and you're being fair with him. All right, look.
Let Godzilla be Godzilla.
Yeah, well,
Right, let Godzilla be his own person.
I'll take that message home with me.
That's right. Well, look. And how is your beautiful wife?
She's good. She's the
star of the movie.
She did not come with me because she's like, I didn't want to get up early.
Is that right? Is she that jaded that she doesn't want to be on a radio show because she doesn't want to get up early? I always enjoy
I don't think it's jaded. I think it's just, you know.
I always love looking at her.
Nobody wants to get up early. I guess.
That's a good-looking woman.
Yes, I got lucky there. I'm good.
Sure did. How long have you been with her now?
Well, let's see. Well,
Let's count
over
it
20
up.
years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Been totally faithful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Look at you. No desires to. Boy, you seem like a guy who's got everything under control. The eating, the
The
everything.
eating, the pets,
The women.
the attitude.
You never got tempted on the road?
I don't like being around people that much, and the way I always look at it is like if you found one person
that you can tolerate,
that's great, because most of the time, you know.
Do you ever
I
get
don't
sick
feel
of her?
it.
Do you ever get mad at her?
Well, you know, everybody argues about stuff sometimes.
You argue with your wife?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not that much.
I wonder what you're
really
arguing
not that
about.
much.
Yeah. What could you be arguing about?
I don't know. It's always something ridiculous.
Right.
It's always something that ends with me going, I don't understand what we're arguing about.
Right.
What is this again?
Hey, Brandon, you're on the air in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We're here with Rob Zombie. We're just.
What's happening?
Hey, bro.
I love Rob. I love White Zombie. I've seen him 3 times, but man, Rob is just sniffing and snarling. Or the
Yeah, what are you sniffing? You got a cold or something? You're sniffing a lot today. I noticed
think that's me.
No, that's you. You go like this every couple of minutes.
Yeah.
What's going on, Rob?
I don't know. I guess I feel like I got to blow my nose or something.
You want a tissue? Don't blow your nose here. I don't want Rob blowing his nose, so you just have to put up with it.
I feel a little out of it, though.
You're a little out of it today? Who isn't? And the Lords of Salem book is in stores now. There's a book?
There's a book.
You wrote it?
Yes, it's a novelization of the film. Except it's actually the film we didn't make.
Oh, it's different from the film.
Well, it was based on the movie I thought I was going to make till I realized how much money I had to make the movie.
Right. Who gives you the money? Who gives you the $2.5 million?
It was I can't think of the name of the company.
Oh my goodness! You're such a great promoter.
Who cares? Nobody goes to the movies because of who gave me the money.
I'm just curious how you put that together.
But you'd think that you're thinking of the next guy, and he wants you to know who he is.
Yeah, maybe I
remember his name.
I want someone to give me $2.5 million. I want to be able to remember
and I can
his name.
forget them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Seems like a long time ago.
Well,
Do you are you a fan of Walking Dead and some of this new stuff that's on TV, Rob?
I watched Veep.
Veep? I'm watching that.
It's good.
Yeah, that's
very funny.
Yeah. You watch Veep?
Yeah.
You don't watch Walking Dead?
I had never seen it until about a week ago.
It's fantastic.
You're kidding.
No. See, I never watch anything like that. But Veep, yeah.
But Walking Dead you didn't like?
No, it was good.
Yeah, not crazy about it.
Not really much.
You don't watch Dexter? You
Game
don't watch
of Thrones?
Never seen Game of
Dexter.
Thrones.
The fuck are you doing with your life?
Not watching a lot of TV, I guess.
I mean, of all the shows to watch, Veep. I mean,
hysterical, though.
Yeah, no, I
it
think
is
it's fun.
hysterical,
House of Cards.
yeah.
I watched all those.
Oh, yeah, you like
those
that?
Are good.
Yeah, you watch those
that?
on Netflix?
Yeah,
Yeah.
blazed through those.
And Munsters. And that's it.
Munsters. I finally watched Breaking Bad,
How great was that?
Bad,
I've decided I'm not... Oh, Girls.
Girls is great.
But I don't watch
Okay.
shows until they win Golden Globes.
Right. Well, good.
Yeah,
Wait.
so
let America decide. Do you watch
Let,
Mad Men?
Let Walking Dead
I've never
win
seen
some
Mad Men.
award.
I've never seen it either. I'm thinking of maybe
I'm sure
watching
it's great,
that. Yeah.
but I'm just catching up on MASH as we speak.
MASH. Oh, you're way into it. All right, listen. Who knows what Rob's up to?
What happens to Radar? Does Radar go home?
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to ruin
Robin,
it.
don't spoil it for me.
Yeah.
I know how you like to give away the ending.
I know, I'm a spoiler.
Radar gets blown up. All right. Well, anyway, Rob Zombie, everybody. He told you about what happened with Marilyn Manson. He told you about his new album. He told you about his new movie. Told you about the Munsters.
Answered all the Munsters questions.
Only got like one wrong. Pretty one or two. That's not bad. Those are tough.
I should have quizzed you. See what you know.
I am not good with the trivia.
No?
No.
I bet you are. You just don't remember.
I mean, I love the Munsters, but I wouldn't know names and stuff. You're real good at it. All right.
Well,
anyway.
who played Herman's boss at the parlor?
Oh, right.
You know.
I know. Wait, I know his name. He was also on Leave It a Beaver, that guy. Wasn't he?
He was on everything.
What was that guy's name? He's bald, right?
No, he had some hair. He was,
oh,
who
yeah,
am I
now
thinking
I
of?
remember.
he had
With the
very
glasses?
famous sons.
He does?
Yeah.
Who is it?
John Carradine.
Oh, right. Oh, right. John Carradine.
John
I was thinking of somebody else. I was thinking of
I
somebody
was
else.
thinking of somebody else, too.
Were you thinking of the guy that played Mel Cooley?
Yeah, Mel Cooley.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Well, who played the doctor, Herman's doctor, who
Right.
couldn't see real well?
Well, it was Dom DeLuise, right?
It was, wasn't it Paul Lynde?
But I think they changed. One time he went,
Yeah,
it was
it was
Dom
Paul
DeLuise. I think, well, maybe it was when he
Oh, maybe it was Dom DeLuise.
when he got into the accident and his face turned normal.
Right.
Wasn't it Dom DeLuise?
No, that was, I think
Or
that
was
was
that one
Paul Lynde.
Dr. Dudley, is that what it was?
Yeah, because then he can see, he puts his glasses on, he sees Herman all normal, and then he takes his glasses
Yeah.
off, and he thought Herman came in with a pet animal because Herman's arm was all hairy. He didn't know. All right, look, we got to take a break. Rob, thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you for having me.
When are you going to grow up, Rob?
I don't know. When I come in here and don't talk about the monsters, I guess.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
All right.
So, Rob, at a certain point during the interview, you guys talked about commercialism in America and how everyone wants everyone to love everything.
Yeah.
Howard's been a total counterculture guy from the way he approaches his show and interviews and everything like that. Why do you think he's been able to be commercially successful as well?
Well, I think that the thing that people forget is there's a lot of fucking people in the world. So even if half of them hate you, you can still be huge. So that's the thing. That's kind of what I mean when I say being non-commercial. Doesn't mean you have to be doing something that appeals to nobody. But so, Howard can be as outrageous and crazy his whole career as he's been and is groundbreaking and have, you always would have a lot of people that would hate him, but just as many people love him. And because of that, you can still be huge.
Right.
I think what I really meant was, see, there's that sort of quest where like they feel like everyone must love it. In order for that, you get stuff that's so bland because you're trying to get little kids to like it and grandparents to like it. And at the end of the day, you've had that feeling. I'm sure you see a TV show, watch a movie, going, who is it that in their attempt to make everyone love this, no one loves it because it's so bland. It has no point of view. So I guess that's kind of what I meant. Oh, I don't remember even saying anything. I think Howard said it, but.
You've done, thousands of interviews over your career. What separates Howard from the rest of them?
Well, it's always different. I mean, for me, it's really different because at this point now, because I've known him for a long time, and you're friends, so I'm always very guarded in interviews. I don't really want to talk about anything that isn't just specific, work-related type questions. But with Howard, it sort of veers off that, so it's sort of comfortably guarded. So you tell them stuff you would never talk about in a million years, but at the same time, obviously people get very open. I get half open.
Oh, that intern got fired. The kid at the NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, who okayed those names that ended up on TV of the Asian pilots, he's been fired.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Usually there's no responsibility taken. No repercussions.
What were those names again? That the four pilots' names were like Something Wong,
We Too Low,
Big Dick Fuck or something.
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck.
to Something Wong.
Something Wong.
Big Mike Boom or something.
Yeah, Bing Ding.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Boom Ding.
Boom Ding Twat.
Ow.
So the kid lost his internship. His boss, Dick Hertz, fired him, according to our sources. I was hoping for sure that like Richard and Sal were behind that holy fook. And I was just hoping...
Or at least Captain Jenks.
Right. We don't even know. No one's taking credit for that one. But I know it was my guys, which is why they're all fired. Although they've pulled off some good ones.
There was one they did where they did the birthday announcements, and they just had one name after another in the birthday announcement.
Hey, Richard and Sal, how do you guys put that together, by the way? I'm sure people would like to know. Like, how do you get all those names out? I mean, that's a fucking home run. Norm S. Cock. Dix E. Wreck. Loose cunt. Can you give us some insight on how you arrange that?
We have a list. We're always thinking of them. So
do you keep that in a computer or do you have that in a book?
I have it on my phone, like a list.
Right. Like it's a go-to. It's like, list. Hey, as soon as you hear an auction, you go to that list.
Yeah, like one that we've been trying to get off that we haven't got off yet, but we're still working on is T. Nanel.
T-nanal.
Yeah,
that's
T-nanal.
good. T-nanal.
Like T-E-E and then nanal.
Yeah.
And
Well, why don't you just put T-nanal? Like
we've tried that too,
Yeah.
But they catch it somehow. But
well, T-T-I could be good, like a Japanese kind of Asian name. T-nanal.
But then they might call that person Ty.
Ty-nanal, yeah.
Oh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, though, even when they screw it up.
Like hand job is still funny.
Hand job.
Because you know what
Han job.
You were asking if people use it. My parents still use it all the time
Swap
in
and shop?
Kansas.
Really?
Yeah. That's how I kind of knew it. Grew up pranking people like
Somebody
that.
legitimately uses it.
Yeah.
What has your dad sold on
What did
Swap
they
and Shop?
get?
They get a lot of Taco Tico coupons.
But how do you get